Today's Auburn broadcast will begin in 8 minutes. Today's Auburn broadcast will begin in 5 minutes. Four minutes till start of broadcast. This broadcast will begin in 3 minutes. Here's your 2-minute time check. Mark. Here comes your 1-minute time check for this Auburn broadcast. Mark. "30 seconds till broadcast." Mark.
The following is an exclusive presentation of the Auburn Sports Network, a division of Playfly Sports.
Auburn plays 4 teams that won their conference tournament last season and advanced to the NCAA tournament. Tonight is one of those opponents. Good evening and War Eagle from Neville Arena with Randall Dickey and Brad Law. I'm Andy Burcham. Listen to Stephen Pearl talk after a convincing win over Merrimack. His team hasn't found his stride offensively and needs to improve greatly on defense. The Tigers are averaging 95 points per game after wins against Merrimack and Bethune-Cookman. And last week, the Tigers held the Warriors to just 57 points and never trailed after a made 3 to start the game. Wofford is the defending Southern Conference Tournament champ. The Terriers lost to James Madison on opening night, then rebounded with an impressive win at home over preseason pick to win the Horizon League, Milwaukee. The CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off starts now.
Coverage of the Tigers begins now with the CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off. Coming up, analysis, interviews, and a look around college basketball, all to get you ready for Auburn basketball. CB&S Bank has a long history of stability, and just like Auburn University, we have a legacy of serving our community's needs for generations. Alongside Coach Randall Dickey, here's the voice of the Tigers, Andy.
And we welcome you into the 73rd consecutive sellout at Neville Arena with the Auburn Tigers tonight. face the Terriers of Wofford. Along with Randall Dickey and Brad Law, I'm Andy Burchett. Well, Auburn had a little trouble disposing of Merrimack last week, but the head coach was not real thrilled after that game, Randall, with his team's play both offensively and defensively.
Well, I think you find that normal all the way across college basketball from coast to coast, just because coaches are trying to establish an identity early in the year, their strengths, their weaknesses they must address. One of those, and certainly is on the defense of Auburn. Even though we won big last week, I think that this is we have a lot of room that we can really get better defensively. Even though we're scoring 95 points the other night, we could use some help from behind the three-point line percentage-wise.
Kamari Holmes, a sophomore for Wofford, is the team's leading scorer of 14 points, 5.5 rebounds per ball game, and is a guy that will do his best to get to the rim tonight. And that has been a little bit of a problem for Auburn defensively, stopping that penetration to the low post.
Well, I think it's one of the aspects in all across in every school in America. The hardest thing to do is to guard that basketball, because players are so much quicker today. They've got one-on-one moves. They're off the bounce. Everything is kind of quick to the rim, making up your mind mentally that you're going to stay in front of the basketball is something it's got to grow with this team. But you'll see that across all, certainly in the SEC and across college basketball as well.
Focus and energy, a big part of tonight's ball game for Auburn. We all know what looms on Sunday with number 1 Houston in front of a sold-out crowd in Birmingham, but Stephen Pearl really challenging his ball club with focus and bringing the energy. Don't rely on the crowd tonight. You guys are responsible for your player energy here tonight.
Well, it's so important that a team, you want to win against Wofford, and you have a lot of respect for an NCAA team. Traditionally, they've been a good program for a long period of time, but you've got to have a bigger, higher mentality mentally that you're going out to try to make your team better tonight. Individually, you must get better, but overall, you've got to have a bigger picture of what's down the road. We know the SEC is going to be extremely tough.
60-second scout tonight brought to you by Sensagreen, proud sponsor of Auburn Athletics. The experts at Sensagreen with Carrier create a cool indoor retreat for heating, cooling, and insulation. Here is Mike Burgomaster with tonight's 60-second scout of Wofford.
Yeah, so Wofford, NCAA tournament team last year, coaching change, a lot of new personnel, but kind of the same style of play that Wofford's always had. They're a terrific offensive team that probably has not shot it as well as they're capable of so far, kind of similar to us. But what they've done is they've gone to the glass, offensive rebounding at a really high rate at 12.5. So we've got to do a great job in guarding their actions and then finishing possessions with a rebound. Defensively, they're dissimilar to some of the teams we've played so far. They're probably not going to extend us and pressure us as much, but they're really going to collapse to everything we do as we get closer to the rim. So we've got to play great inside-out basketball, continue to share it, continue to get to the offensive glass, and continue to get fouled.
Is this a team that you can run against?
Absolutely. Because they're doing a great job of offensive rebounding themselves, and they're turning it over at a decent clip. We definitely need to be able to capitalize when we can come up with a defensive rebound, get out and run, and then run off their turnovers.
And that's your 60-second scout of Wofford. Brad Law joins after the break with the SEC report when the CBNS Bank Countdown to Tip-Off continues in a moment.
CBNS Bank has a long history of stability and a legacy of serving our community's needs for generations. You could say we know a thing or two about tradition. We've been family, community, and financially strong since we began in 1906. Being a team player is part of our culture. That's why at CBNS Bank, we are proud supporters and huge fans of Auburn basketball. Whoa, Regal, hey! Visit cbsbank.com today. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit, but we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The Auburn spirit. It's what drives champions on the field and in business. At the Harvard College of Business, that same passion shapes the next generation of leaders. With a personalized, hands-on approach, we prepare students for success, whether in the boardroom or big moments in life. Auburn pride, Auburn innovation. Harvard College of Business, inspiring business. Visit harvard.auburn.edu to learn more.
The Raymond J. Harvard College of Business presents the SEC Report. A look around the deepest, most challenging conference in college basketball. Accelerate your career with an online MBA from the Harvard College of Business. Learn why they're ranked among the nation's best at harvard.auburn.edu.
Our game is one of 6 involving SEC teams tonight, and there are a few rivalry matchups to talk about, including one in progress now in Gainesville. It is the Sunshine Showdown in Gainesville. Florida looking for a 5th straight win over Florida State. First time against the Gators for Noles coach Luke Laux, and it's a tight game with 8 minutes to go in the first half in Gainesville. Florida State has gone on a quick 7-point run to take a 2-point lead, 25-23. Boogie Flan slow out of the gate offensively for Florida. Tyler Houck is having a big game. He's got 9 already, but Florida State, a balanced attack. They've slowed down Florida defensively after the Gators had a hot start, and it's Florida State with a 2-point lead, 25-23. Now 7.5 minutes to go in that first half in Gainesville. At the top of the hour in Louisville, 12th ranked Cardinals host number 9 Kentucky. It is the earliest in the season this rivalry matchup has ever been played. Cats have won 3 straight in the series. In fact, the Cardinals have only won 3 times overall since 2009. In a less heated in-state matchup in the natural state, 21st ranked Arkansas welcomes Central Arkansas to Fayetteville. First of 4 straight home games for Calipari's Hogs off the heels of their road loss to Michigan State Saturday. Rounding out the 7 o'clock starts, 1-1 Oklahoma hosts 0-3 Arkansas Pine Bluff. It is one of only 3 games in Norman for the Sooners until the middle of December. At 8 o'clock in Oxford, Ole Miss entertains Memphis in a classic Mid-South rivalry matchup. The home team has won 6 in a row in that series. Tigers won by 17 at home last year, but all 15 players on Penny Hardaway's roster are brand new to the program. Rebels can get to 3-0 with a win tonight. Again, that's an 8 o'clock start. And that is your SEC report. The evening around the Southeastern Conference. Plenty of top 25 games to keep you up to speed on a Yellowwood scoreboard throughout our broadcast tonight. We are counting it down to the Tigers and Terriers here at Neville Arena. Andy's exclusive sit-down with Stephen Pearl follows these messages. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Get ready, Auburn. The ultimate hunting and outdoor experience is coming soon with Winter Timber Outdoors. For those who know the difference, we've got you covered. From premium firearms and trusted ammo to the largest selection of knives and Sitka gear built for the extreme. Winter Timber Outdoors is your one-stop hunting shop. Plus, check out our lifestyle apparel and our On-Cloud running shoes. Find us at 2049 East University Drive across from the Auburn Mall next to Walmart or online at wintertimberoutdoors.com.
1907. Auburn had no paved roads, no local newspaper, a few automobiles, very little electricity or indoor plumbing, and one bank, Auburn Bank. For all these years, we've had a part in shaping and serving Auburn, Opelika, and East Alabama, a steadfast partner to our customers, meeting financial needs at just the right times. How do we know our community so well? Because we've grown up together. Auburn Bank, champions of you. Member FDIC, online at auburnbank.com.
The Goose Performing Arts Center at Auburn University is Alabama's premier destination for the arts, bringing you the very best of Broadway, dance, music, and more. Learn more about upcoming performances and see the calendar of events online at gougecenter.auburn.edu. That's GOGUE center.auburn.edu. or call the box office 334-844-TIXS.
Hey, this is DeMarcus Riddick, looking for a street legal golf cart. Diamond Golf Carts has the largest selections in the state, and the store is right off the Opelika Road, closer than you think, with the location in Auburn, Birmingham, and Huntsville. Raising the bar since 2012, golf cart sales and service. Need a tune-up? Diamond Golf Carts is full service for all your golf carts need, and they offer pickup and delivery. Carrying brands such as Easy Go, Club Car, Yamaha, and much more. Visit DiamondGolfCart.com and drive different, drive Diamond.
Ford presents our exclusive pregame visit with head coach Stephen Pearl. Visit your local Ford dealer, proud sponsor of the Auburn Tigers. Here's Andy Burcham with Coach Pearl.
Wrap up the homestand tonight in a Wofford ball club that struggled in game one, but you knew it would be rolling when it comes in here after an impressive win against Milwaukee.
Yeah, I mean, to beat the preseason Horizon League champions in the way and the fashion that they did so was obviously incredibly impressive and, really caught our attention. First game, I thought George Mason did a really good job of bothering them with how they guarded, and Milwaukee really didn't do a lot of those things, and Wofford, to their credit, took full advantage of it, and they had a lot of step up from some of the guys, on their roster, specifically Holmes, number 11, a guy that just did a phenomenal job just getting downhill, getting to the rim, and really taking advantage, of his matchup. And, they have some interesting, size in there. They have a backup freshman big, Brian Sumter, who came in, had 21 and 11, had 3 or 4 tip dunks, and that's not to mention they got 3 or 4 guards that can really shoot it from the perimeter. So they're very versatile offensively. They did a really good job of kind of improving their offensive efficiency in the second game. And, we're going to have our hands full.
What do you see out of Holmes? Because that's one of the guys that you highlighted in film with your ball club today.
Yeah, he's just a guy. He's a straight line driver. Not a good shooter. He went 0 for 7 from 3 in the first game, and then the second game he just decided to put his head down and get to the rim, and obviously was very effective in doing so. He's a guy that can get by his man. He's probably the one guy on their roster that's really good at creating for himself, which obviously he's going to require a little help, but he does a pretty good job of passing as well. So when you surround him with shooters, he's pretty multi-dimensional because he's able to do multiple things. So for us, it's about squaring him up, not letting him get ahead of steam downhill, giving him a step, and almost daring him to shoot the ball. And then once he gets in the lane, we got to be physical and not let him get to his spots. And then if you're guarding a non-shooter, you got to go rake at the ball or try and strip and rip at the ball and try and make him see bodies so he'll turn the ball over. But really, really good player, really physical player. I told our guys that if we don't match his energy, he could make us look bad.
You're impressed with a couple of the freshmen. They're not playing like freshmen for this Wofford team.
Right. If you look at, Brian Sumter, number 1, who is going to probably start at the center position for them tonight, and then Chase Watley is a backup point guard that really doesn't play like a freshman. Every game, he's just gotten better and better. He's a 3-time state champion from Minnesota and played for a really good AAU program. And, Sumter is a guy that probably has the most upside of any of the freshmen on their team. Is a guy that's probably more of a 4-man, but he's playing 5 for him. Just very, very effective around the rim, plays with a high motor, can rebound, can block shots, can finish around the rim, can take his man from the top of the floor and attack. So our 5s are going to have to be careful. We're going to have to ball pressure, but then you got to back up because he's really quick, kind of like Phillip, getting downhill and finishing. So 2 freshmen that you really wouldn't expect to play like freshmen, at a school like Wofford.
It's a team you don't want to put at the line. They're shooting 76% from the stripe this year.
Yeah, and they've done a pretty good job of getting to the line. So we told our guys we got to do a great job of guarding without fouling. We got to make them take and make tough contested twos. So we got to get vertical at the rim and not slap down. It's a team that, like you said, if you send them to the line, they'll make you pay. So we have to do a great job tonight of guarding without fouling.
Where do you think your ball club is offensively after the 2 exhibition games and the first 2 games of this regular season?
I think our team's got a long way to go offensively, and that's me saying that and us averaging 95 points per game. So I think that's the encouraging thing. We're shooting a very poor percentage from 3, and I think that's why a lot of teams have zoned us so far. They think we're not a great 3-point shooting team, and I'm really excited for our guys to show that we have a lot of capable 3-point shooters on this roster. So I would anticipate, they could junk it up and mix in some zone against us tonight as well. But, on top of that, we just got to do a better job early with our execution. We've been very sloppy early in games in our execution. It's taken us a minute to obviously pick it up and be sharper. And every time we're sharp and every time we run some semblance of offense, we always get a really good look, a high percentage look, or we get fouled and get to the foul line. And we've done a pretty good job, at 70+% of converting from the line this year.
What did you work on defensively since the win against Merrimack?
Just communication's been the biggest thing. A lot of like, honestly, it's been a lot of the same stuff. Just communicating our actions, being physical defensively, building a wall and switching, and just talking through our actions. That's been the most important thing, and just trying to be more connected. I told our guys, we got to find ways to just fly around and play with great effort and energy, and the rest of it will take care of itself. You can cover up a lot of mistakes if you just play hard. So our guys have got to play harder on the defensive end.
Give me a key for tonight's game here against this Wofford ball.
We got to value possessions offensively, and then we just got to play with great effort and energy defensively and finish possessions. If we can do those two things, and if we're the more excited team to play, then I feel good about our chances.
Wish you all the best tonight, War Eagle.
Thanks, War Eagle.
Welcome back to the Ford F-150 Truck Highlight Show.
We saw an outstanding performance, Andy.
It wasn't just a performance, Gabe. F-150 sent a message.
I mean, come on. Towing, payload, technology. It's one highlight after another.
Gabe, it's always game on with a Ford F-150. For the latest offers on the official truck of the Auburn Tigers, see your local Ford dealer today. War Eagle.
He's got the speed. He's got room. He's going to score.
No one gets you closer to the game than Sirius XM College Sports Radio.
For the win. Got it! Let's go!
Tune in for news, talk, and analysis from the offseason through regular season and into the postseason. We've got your team covered anywhere you go.
Deep to center field. Oh, it's gone!
Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/College Sports Radio 2025.
The Alabama Education Association is the member-driven voice of Alabama's education employees. AEA members are teachers, education support professionals, administrators, professors, future teachers, and education retirees. Joining the Alabama Education Association has never been easier. Use their new online membership for a fast, safe, and secure way to join today. Visit myaea.org to learn more.
Yellowwood knows that a five-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories. Like roasting marshmallows on a cool fall night. That's it. Turn it nice and slow. Get it toasted all... Oh, no, it's on fire. Oh, you want it on fire. Okay, that's a choice, I guess. Crunchy. For five-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
You're listening to Auburn basketball. Now more of the CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off.
12 minutes away from tip-off between Auburn and Wofford tonight. Before we get Coach Dickey's keys to the game, let's give you the pregame medical report presented by East Alabama Health. Their team of first responders proud to provide first aid care at Neville Arena and every Auburn Athletics home event. Keyshawn Murphy, we have still not seen him in the regular season. Could play in an emergency situation, but I would expect not to see him again today as he tries to get back to 100% with that ankle injury. And then Simon Walker, who we have not seen, the freshman, dealing with the foot injury. We think he's getting close, but he's not available tonight. Everybody else good to go for the Tigers against the Terriers. All right, let's bring in Coach Randall Dickey. The keys to the game, Coach. Your keys for the Tigers and Terriers.
I think the Tigers have got to get off to a really fast start tonight and establish their defense, even if they have to extend in the open court, play with an extreme amount of intensity, and kind of establish and continue the great reputation that the Neville Arena has is the fast and furious, get the crowd involved early, and really establish yourself defensively. Secondly, I think you got to get some help behind the three-point line. I think we've got some outstanding shooters. I just don't think it's gone in. I think that the timing on the flow of the offense has got to get a little bit better, catch the ball in rhythm and shoot the ball with great confidence, and I think we'll shoot a higher percentage as the season goes on, but you don't want to continue shooting, the 25% or below. We need to get in the 30s, climb our way up where we can beat some teams that are as good or better than we are down the road. And then defensive rebounding is always a big part of mine. If you play outstanding defense and you're in the right defensive position, that's going to put you in the right defensive rebounding position. Dominate that. Don't give them any second chances. come off that defensive board, go fast break, and see what happens on the offensive end.
Rebounding has been a strength of this team. They're plus 20 over the first 2 games. Wofford plus 6. So part of that is rebounding's a mentality. You got to be physical to go get that ball.
Well, we've got some good, outstanding skills. The 2 young guys in Jovic and Williams Adams have really been a surprise. We know what Keyshawn Murphy can bring to this team when he comes back, because he's one of the second leading scorer and the second leading rebounder on the team. But the thing that really has established a precedent is Keyshawn Hall has just been sensational up to this point, scoring, rebounding, making free throws. We need to get him some help and get 2 or 3 other guys going along with him, and it'll be a fun run.
Do you expect Wofford to play a lot of zone tonight? Coach Pearl mentioned teams have zoned Auburn these first 2 games. How much of that do you expect from the Terriers?
You know, they have not traditionally been. I know they're under a new regime, but he's kind of a Wofford alum as well.
Yeah.
I think they'll stay with their man-to-man principles. But then I think if it starts getting away from you, to change the tempo, sometimes coaches, even when they don't believe in the zone, will jump in the zone just to try to change that.
All right, Sun South presents Coach's keys to the game each time out. We look forward to Coach Dickey and Andy Burcham on the call tonight. Sun South John Deere is the preferred tractor of the Tigers. Find your local dealer at sunsouth.com. We've got God Bless America and the National Anthem here inside Neville Arena. For you, some words from your local stations. And then starting lineups, which are incorrect tonight because we've got a late change to the lineups. We'll tell you about that when we come back and we get ready for tip. Andy Burcham, Randall Dickey have the call of Auburn and Wofford straight ahead. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Auburn family, it's time to join the coolest club on the plains, Aubie's Kids Club, presented by Chappie's. Memberships for the upcoming school year are on sale now. Your favorite Tigers Kids Club offers 2 membership options. They give you awesome gear like an Auburn t-shirt, a men's basketball SEC Champions medal sign, and more. Throughout the year, you can check in at Auburn Athletics events to receive points, earn prizes, and you'll also get invited to special events only available through Aubie's Kids Club. Head to auburntigers.com/kids club to sign up today. War Eagle.
On the court, a perfect assist sets up success. That's what the Ford F-150 truck can do for you. Whether you're up against a deadline or taking some time to unwind, F-150 delivers the power, capability, and reliability you need to make every play. From the worksite to the campsite, it's game on in the Ford F-150. This is Andy Burcham. For great offers on the official truck of the Auburn Tigers, see your local Ford dealer today. Whoa, Regal.
Throw a flag before ants, termites, and other pests invade your home by calling Cook's Pest Control. Cook's proven pest control methods and superior termite control system protect your home from unwanted pests and are backed by a 110% satisfaction guarantee. Make the right call and call the South's most trusted name in pest control for a free inspection. Cook's Pest Control.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
CB&S Bank has a long history of stability and a legacy of serving our community's needs for generations. You could say we know a thing or two about tradition. We've been family, community, and financially strong since we began in 1906. Being a team player is part of our culture. That's why at CB&S Bank, we are proud supporters and huge fans of Auburn basketball. Whoa, Regal, hey! Visit cbsbank.com today. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
We're counting down to the opening tip. Time to introduce the starting 5.
Pettiford, top of the circle. He'll put up a 3 to tie it. It's good! It's a high between the circles. Screen from Jovic to the left wing for 3. Good.
Anytime you set a screen for Tahad Pettiford, he comes on open. You better look out because he can shoot it in that hole.
Tahad Pettiford, Jersey City, New Jersey, Hudson Catholic High School.
Murphy ahead for Overton. Drives into the lane. To the basket. Go!
Beautifully done. Nice steal by Murphy. Made the outlet pass to Overton, and Overton took it coast to coast all the way.
At the top of the circle to Overton. Had the 3, didn't take it. Shot clock at 16. Spins down the lane. Overton. Fade away. 8-footer. Good!
Beautiful little step back.
Kevin Overton, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Norman North High School.
Freeman. Elijah. Good step to the hole. Jams it with two hands.
What a beautifully one dribble from way behind the three-point line. Used the Euro step and then slammed it home.
Wing for Freeman. Goes baseline to the basket. Shoots. He missed it. Got it back and put it in.
Extra effort play.
Elijah Freeman, West Palm Beach, Florida, Wellington High School.
Gets it underneath. Hall up with a left hand scoop. Left side Hall. 3-ball Hall. Good. Right wing for Keyshawn Hall. Working outside the lane. Now into the lane. Bumps his man. Gets it back up and in with a foul.
Nice one-on-one move by Keyshawn Hall.
Keyshawn Big R Hall, Cleveland, Ohio, James Ford Road.
Low post. Jovic with the two-hand dunk.
A good way to start.
One-on-one against Johnson. Underneath for Jovic to put it in.
Jovic Filip, Bijeljina, Bosna and Herzegovina, Mega Basket Belgrade.
The starting lineups have been presented by Great Southern Wood, makers of Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
Auburn number 22 in the AP poll, 25 in the coaches poll, and number 36 in the KenPom ranking. 2-0 on the season. Stephen Pearl in his first season as Auburn's head coach, a total of 3-0. Before we get to the Wofford starting lineup, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. Wofford 1-1 on the season, plays out of the SoCon where it won the tournament championship a year ago. Kevin Giltner, a Wofford graduate in his first season. As a matter of fact, he and Stephen Pearl were both hired on the same day. And his Wofford Terriers are 1-1. At the point, Luke Flynn, 6'1" sophomore from Marietta, Georgia, Walton High School. 9.5 points, 6.5 rebounds, 2.5 assists. Caden Vasco on one wing, a 6'6" junior from Lowell, Indiana. Don Bosco Institute, 5 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Nils Mahovsky on the other wing, 6'1" junior from Berlin, Germany. Paul Natorp Gymnasium, 11.5 points, 5.5 rebounds. On the inside, Brian Sumter, 6'8" freshman, 185 pounds from Columbia, South Carolina. 11.5 points, 5.5 rebounds. Coming off of a 21-point, 11 rebound performance against Milwaukee on this earlier this week. He was 8 of 9 from the field. And their leading scorer is Kamari Holmes, a 6'3", 205-pound sophomore from Charlotte, North Carolina, a graduate of Archer High School in Georgia. 14 points, 5.5 rebounds, and 3 steals a ball game. He's just one of 3 returners from last year's Southern Conference champs. The officials tonight, Bart Lennox is the crew chief. Owen Short is a referee along with Bharat Ramanan. That is your SEC officiating crew here tonight. Auburn with the all-white uniforms tonight, tops and bottoms, blue numerals and lettering, the orange trim. And it is Wofford in the away black uniforms with the gold numerals, the white lettering. The one change in Auburn's lineup, instead of Kevin Overton in the lineup tonight, at the shooting guard, it's Elijah Freeman, the 6'8" sophomore from Palm Beach, Florida, transferred in from Division II Lincoln Memorial. His coach at the time when he transferred from Lincoln Memorial, Jeremiah Samarapis, is now an assistant coach for Wofford. So Freeman gets the start tonight for Auburn.
It's a small world, and also I think you're looking at, I really feel like that the front line might have made that decision as well. Williams Adams is playing so well. Philip Jovic has just been relentless. His effort has been really good. He's been a little bit of raw around the edges, but he's going to really become a good player. Playing those two guys, I think Coach Pearl felt like, hey, we can solidify the being without Murphy and trying to go as long as we can to just really get him 100% well. Play those two young big guys together. That also, one of the other guards had to come out. And Elijah has really played well. He's scored it. He's rebounded it. He's made some outstanding plays in transition, and his upside is really high.
Keyshawn Murphy is dressed for tonight's game. He could play for the Tigers. Auburn would prefer that he doesn't, quite frankly. That's the way it stands. But if in a very emergency situation, Murph could play for Auburn tonight. Sebastian Williams-Adams into the center circle for the Tigers. He will jump it up against Brian Sumter. And we're about ready for basketball. Glad to be with you tonight on the Auburn Sports Network for the 73rd consecutive sellout at Neville Arena. Tap is up, tap controlled by Auburn. Tigers to the basket to our left, and we're underway.
Wofford starts in their man-to-man.
Pettiford, Hall at the top, sway, left wing for Freeman, around the perimeter, Jovic to Pettiford, down the lane, running one-hander, short, rebound underneath, Jovic back up and he dunks it.
Well, that was a beautiful rebound. What a strong play. He just reached to get it, pivoted right around and slammed it home.
Flynn works the point to the left wing, picked up there by Freeman. Down near the corner, reverses out to the wing, top of the circle for Mahovsky. Between the circles now for Sumter. Sumter to the corner. Flynn open to the right wing, three ball by Holmes. Good.
That's one thing. Wofford coming in, was on the scouting report. They're really good. Penetrating to the heart of the defense and kicking it out for an open three, and that was picture perfect for the Terriers right off the bat.
Holmes was 0 of the first 7 from 3. He knocks that one home, and it's a 3-2 Wofford lead. Williams-Adams to the right wing, Pettiford. Down near the right corner for Hall. Hall picked up there by Holmes. Skip pass, drive to the hole. Freeman double hand dunk.
Back-to-back dunks by Jovic, and now Freeman. The Tigers look good offensively up to this point.
4-3 Auburn. Mahovsky, top of the circle, gets it off the right side now with a pass for Basco. Between the rings, it's Sumter. Back to Basco. Off the left wing it goes. Shot is up from 15, it's missed. Hall pulls down the rebound after the Mahovsky miss.
Good defensive board there.
Key behind the back dribble to the top of the circle. Right wing 4 to Hod Pettiford. Pettiford with a screen, top of the key, backs it up, down the right side of the lane, into the corner. 3 ball Freeman, no, weak side rebound. Sebastian Williams-Adams gets tied up underneath by Basco, and the arrow will go to Wofford.
It was kind of an unusual play. It was an air ball from the corner. The ball came right between the two defenders. Williams-Adams grabbed a hold of it at the same time that Wofford did, and so the arrow goes to the Terriers.
4-3 Auburn, 18:09 in the first. Auburn full court pressure. Inbound, they're able to save it from Mahovsky.
I like that activity, pressing that ball out of bounds, really making it tough for him to get it inbounds.
Mahovsky, top of the circle, give and go, gets the ball back to the free throw line. Left wing Basco, out to the top of the circle. Mahovsky to the right wing with a pass for Holmes. Picked up there by Hall. Left wing 3 ball for Mahovsky, and he knocks it home.
Another play by Penetrate to the heart of the defense and pitch it out. They really doing a good job. They've gotten 2 baskets off of that.
6-4 Auburn trails. Jovic outside the arc. Pettiford top of the key against the man defense of Wofford. Freeman penetrates, 15-footer in the air. Nobody's fouled. And Elijah Freeman, the sophomore from Palm Beach, Florida, Wellington High School, will go to the line to shoot a couple. As a team, Auburn 72% from the stripe. Freeman 50% in the first 2 ball games of the season.
Tigers look like they're a little bit more intentional as far as what they're executing offensively. They've gone the baseline flex, the first possession.
First free throw by Elijah, good.
They came back that possession and got a quick down screen away for Freeman and brought him to the elbow for the jump shot. That was a good looking offensive set, and we also had the offensive rebound areas covered.
Sumter out Rex Sterling in, a 6'8 junior out of Melbourne, Australia. Second free throw, he made both. Did Freeman, who has 4 of Auburn's 6 points. We're tied at 6. Vasco across midcourt for Wofford. Off the left side, Mahovsky. Picked up there by Keyshawn Hall. Top of the circle for Vasco. Gets a screen. Switch. Off the left side, Mahovsky. Into the corner, 3 ball by Holmes. Short. Rebound. Jovic for the Tigers. Freeman ahead for Pettiford. Spins at midcourt. To the left wing. Tahab between the legs dribble. Switches to the right hand. 3 ball in the air. No, it's long. Rebound tapped. And it's pulled in by Flynn for Wofford. To the right wing for Holmes. Outside the arc. Around the perimeter, Vasco.
Good defensive transition by the Tigers that time. They got back, stopped the ball, and made them set up in their offense.
Flynn at the point. Hands there to Sterling. Off the left side, Mahovsky outside the arc. Long 3 by Mahovsky, air ball. He missed by 4 feet. May have been blocked. Here's Auburn the other way. Keyshawn Hall up the right sideline. On the wing, down the lane. Lost it, got it back, leans in, gets fouled.
That guy's hard to guard. Keyshawn Hall can put it on the deck from the 3 and get to the basket. Did an outstanding job that time drawing the foul.
Nobody has gone to the free throw line more than Keyshawn Hall in the country. He leads the country in free throws at 28 of 31. And he's at the stripe for 2 more right now. Foul was called against Sterling. Auburn will go to its bench. Overton coming in. First free throw good by Keyshawn Hall. Overton into the lineup for Auburn. Emeka Oporum is into the lineup. So is Abdul Bashir for the Tigers. As Freeman, Jovic, and Sebastian Williams-Adams take a seat for the Tigers.
That will move Keyshawn Hall to the 4 position, which is the power forward spot, taking both Jovic and Williams-Adams out of the game.
Chase Watley, backup point guard, into the lineup for Wofford. Hall's free throw is good. Lefty out of Cleveland, Ohio, gives Auburn an 8-6 lead.
Looks like the days of old where the Tigers are really pressuring that ball on a press underneath out of bounds after a made basket.
Watley picks up the dribble across midcourt to Kamari Holmes. Holmes drives on Hall into the lane, goes down, gets it on the wing left side for Watley. Watley to Vasco on the wing to Sterling inside the arc. Sterling on a drive to the hole. He lost control of it. Auburn the other way. Tigers on the break. Pettiford right wing. Down the lane. Loses the ball. It's still loose. It's still loose, and Wofford 2-on-2 the other way. Flynn, right wing, 3-ball. Vasco in and out. Rebound to Purim for the Tigers.
Good defensive board play that time. Defensive transition was good. Wofford took a quick 3.
Hall, right corner 3. Good!
That guy can shoot that ball. He scores from all areas of the floor. He's really fun to watch. He can score from the top of the key, that time from the deep corner.
5-0 run by Hall and the Tigers. Auburn up 11-6. 15-22, first half of play. Watley in some trouble in the left corner. Gets it to Sterling underneath, goes up, and he scores up and under Opuro. JUCO All-American at Williston State Community College. Sterling cuts the Auburn 5-0 run. Tigers lead it 11-8. Opuro a screen. Pettiford in the key. Right side, long 3. Hall off the iron and in.
That's an unbelievable touch by Keyshawn Hall. What a shot.
Dude can score, man. 14-8 Auburn. 14-46 in the first half of play. Left wing Vasco inside the arc, loses it. Hall the other way with Bashir. Hall to the hole, up and in with a foul in the play.
What a transition offense by Keyshawn Hall. Took it coast to coast off the steal, laid it in, drew the fouls, got a chance for a 3-point play.
A 10-0 run by Hall as far as Auburn scored. And he'll go to the line coming back from a timeout. 16-8, Auburn on top. 14:37 remaining in the first half. And Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
Throw a flag before ants, termites, and other pests invade your home by calling Cook's Pest Control. Cook's proven pest control methods and superior termite control system protect your home from unwanted pests and are backed by a 110% satisfaction guarantee. Make the right call and call the South's most trusted name in pest control for a free inspection. Cook's Pest Control.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
From birth to age 5, your child's brain is growing faster than ever. And guess what? You are your child's first teacher. Talking, singing, playing, and reading every day helps your child learn and thrive. Singing boosts memory. Playing builds problem-solving skills. Reading grows vocabulary. Talking teaches communication. Start strong because these early years matter the most. For tips and tools, visit the Alabama Department of Early Childhood Education at children.alabama.gov. Alabama's children deserve a strong start.
Since 1992, Alicomp has been putting points on the board by providing championship-level workers' compensation insurance to Alabama-based businesses of all types and sizes. Alicomp has the right people in the right positions to produce the results to save you money and pays you a dividend. Your team is your most valuable asset, so make sure that they are protected. Ask your agent for an Alicomp quote today. Get the coverage you can count on with Alicomp. Don't just insure, be sure. It's the Alicomp way.
Auburn basketball is brought to you by Alabama Power. When you cheer, we cheer. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
Auburn off to a good start offensively. The Tigers are 5 of 8 from the field, led in great measure by Keyshawn Hall, who has scored 10 straight points for Auburn. He is 3 of 3 from the field, 2 of 2 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, and an opportunity for an and one right here with 14:37 to go in the first half, and Auburn enjoying its largest lead of this first half, 16-8.
The scoring has really been balanced. We are 2 for 4. It's 50% from behind the three-point line, 5 for 8 overall, which is 62%, holding Wofford to 40%. Defense has been good. Offense has been really balanced.
Keyshawn Hall with 10 points for Auburn, and he's done it in a hurry. Goodness.
It's amazing how that the basket looks like a wagon wheel to him. He can really fill it up.
Wagon wheel. I like that.
That's a big rim.
Yes, it is. Free throw is good. Key with 11 straight points for Auburn. 17-8 Tigers. Auburn presses off the made inbound. With a free throw, Watley will bring it up the floor. He leaves for Luke Flynn across midcourt for the Terriers of Wofford. Flynn hands to Watley. Now Sterling at the top for Holmes. Down the low post, shot is up, and an easy basket for Brian Sumter back into the lineup.
Another mark of a quality team. After a timeout, they came back. They run a deep offensive set, got the ball right underneath the basket and scored.
17-10, Auburn on top. Pettiford between the circles. Down the right side of the lane. Leans in, goes up, and misses. Rebound Watley the other way for Wofford. Watley across midcourt, twice between the legs. Switches to the left hand. Now to the right. Drives to the free throw line, down the lane. Into the corner it goes. Sumter working on Hall. To the wing for Holmes. Holmes on a switch. Hall picked him up. Flynn, left wing, Watley three. No. Rebound, Hall taps it, and it comes to Keyshawn. Up the right sideline. Hall, crossover twice, into the lane. Loses it, whistle foul. Wofford bench didn't like that call, but Hall was fouled in the play.
Made a quick one-on-one move from the deep right wing, put it between his legs, made a quick crossover, kind of got in the seam of the defense. I don't think they had to foul him that time, or he'd have gone all the way to the basket.
Kamari Holmes whistle for the foul. He comes out. Auburn out of bounds, baseline right. Hall will trigger. Into the right corner for Kevin Overton. Now to Hall, double team. To Emeka Oporum. Leads in and scores.
Unbelievable baseline out of bounds play by the Tigers that time, and an assist by Keyshawn Hall as he posted up on that block. Hit a cutter. Oporum cut to the basket from the top of the key and just laid it right in the hole.
19-10, Auburn on top. The Tigers are 6 of 10 from the field. Watley, free throw line. Lefty puts it up. It was blocked. Here's Auburn the other way. All the way to the hole. To the hole. Pettiford, it was blocked, and here is Wofford the other way. Left wing Watley, head fake at three, and he gets run over by Hall.
A little bit of an unbalanced defensive transition that time by the Tigers. You miss a layup. Pettiford misses a layup. We didn't really quite get back and stop the ball quickly enough. The guy had a wide open three. Keyshawn Hall closed on him on that wing. The guy shot faked, and his momentum, he just kind of crashed into him.
Pettiford out, and Caden Magwood, freshman out of Louisville, a point guard, back in for the Tigers. Wofford ball out of bounds, baseline left. And before play continues, Abdul Bashir asked to tuck in his jersey. He complies. Mahovsky, baseline left, into the corner for Sterling. On the wing left side for Flynn. At the top, on the right side, Sumter. Down the left side of the lane, Rigsby. Up from the mid lane, and he put it in. Junior out of Sewanee, Georgia, North Gwinnett High School. Makes it a 19-12 Auburn lead with 12:33 in the first. Bounce pass Bashir. Free throw line, and he lost it. A steal, and then a foul. Flynn stole it, and Bashir was called for the foul after he lost the handle.
Well, it's a little bit tough on Abdul right now. He came down, the guy took him to the paint, scored on top of him. He comes right back down and kind of loses the handle on the ball that time and then fouls. He's got to just relax and just play.
Mahovsky turns the corner down the right side of the lane, lost it. Ball comes to Rigsby, left wing, 3 ball in the air, it's no good. Tapped up, and Apuro pulls it down for Auburn.
It's good to see that great length by Mecca. Well, Poro's got unbelievable length. He's long, went sky high above that rim to get that rebound.
Magwood, a screen from Meck. They get the ball to Meck outside the arc. Down the left side of the lane, Hall from 18 feet, short. And the rebound pulled in by Rigsby.
He usually shoots the ball in rhythm with his body. That time he was a little bit uncomfortable and his weight was falling backwards. He was a little short on the shot.
Mahovsky, low post for Rigsby. Head fake there, lost it. Here's Hall the other way, 3-on-2. Hall puts it on the floor, drives, tried to kick it into the corner, and a foul on the pass. Takes us to immediate timeout. 11:39 remaining in the first half. Our score, Auburn 19, Wofford at 12. And this is the Auburn Sports Network.
From birth to age 5, your child's brain is growing faster than ever. And guess what? You are your child's first teacher. Talking, singing, playing, and reading every day helps your child learn and thrive. Singing boosts memory. Playing builds problem-solving skills. Reading grows vocabulary. Talking teaches communication. Start strong because these early years matter the most. For tips and tools, visit the Alabama Department of Early Childhood Education at children.alabama.gov. Alabama's children deserve a strong start.
Looking for legendary wings, mouth-watering burgers, and unbeatable pizza for your next big event? Baumhauer's Catering is here to satisfy your cravings. From tailgates, birthdays, to office lunches and weddings, boost your event with delicious flavors of Baumhauer's Catering. We offer pickup or delivery, or choose our full-service catering that includes setup and staff. Don't have space for your big event? We can even host you in our dedicated party space. Baumhauer's Victory Grill Catering. Legendary flavors, zero hassle. War Eagle.
Where were you when this happened?
Auburn half minute away from an SEC championship. 7 on the shot clock. Wendell Green with 5. Jabari inside to the basket. Dunks it and gets fouled. A resounding dunk for an SEC championship for Jabari Smith.
Don't miss the next heart-pounding moment on the Auburn Sports Network.
Brad Law back inside Neville Arena with a check of the Yellowwood scoreboard. Two in-state rivalry games, and they're tight. Florida State leads 10th-ranked Florida in Gainesville, 47-45 with 15 and a half minutes to go in Gator Country. And 9th-ranked Kentucky leads number 12 Louisville, 21-19 at Louisville, 11 and a half to go in the first half in that matchup. Also on the Yellowwood scoreboard, 21st-ranked Arkansas with the early 22-9 lead over Central Arkansas. That's the Yellowwood scoreboard. Back to Andy Burcham and Randall Dickey.
19-12 Auburn, 11:39 to go in the first half of play. Auburn 6 of 12 from the field, have cooled off just a bit. Wofford is 5 of 12. Auburn has out-rebounded the Terriers 8-5 in the early going. The scoring, Keyshawn Hall leads everyone with 11. That first 3 that he hit tonight, the 100th of his career.
That's really good. The Tigers are doing a good job, though. Still shooting 50%. An impressive 5 for 5 from the free throw line. But the most staring, glaring, impressive stat is 5 assists on 6 made baskets.
Inbound Hall in the corner to the wing for Jovic. Top of the circle for Magwood. Off the right wing. Freeman inside the arc. Now on the right wing. Drives down the lane. Pull up jumper. Got it.
He used his size that time. He just elevated up over the top of the defense on a baseline drive. Toughest shot in the game is that 12-foot baseline jumper. He made it look easy.
6 points for Freeman. Auburn leads it 21-12. Outside to the arc. Sumter into the corner. Drive and a foul on Freeman.
It's one thing that the young players, and certainly the first-year players, Elijah Freeman, will have to learn is you got to play with your body under control. He went to close out that time, and his momentum bumped into the shooter.
In the corner, Sumter off the inbound, out to the wing for Holmes. To Sumter, top of the circle it comes. Off the right side, Rigsby tried to drive, couldn't get there. Right wing, Vasco. He drives into the lane, gets bumped, shoots over Overton, missed it. And Kevin pulls down the rebound, spins out of trouble.
Really good defense by Overton that time. He held his ground. on the defensive end, and he also boxed out and got their defensive rebound.
Magwood, right wing Freeman, top of the circle, Hall, left wing Overton, top of the key, Magwood into the key, 15-footer by Magwood, good.
Nice play, he came off a down screen right at the free throw line, curled really tight right around the screen, pulled up and shot it in.
23-12, Auburn on top, 10-20 in the first half. Biggest lead for Auburn so far tonight. Holmes penetrates, kicks it into the corner for Rigsby left side. Oh, and he throws it out of bounds. It hit the official, stayed inbounds. Here is Wofford basketball. Vasco off the right wing. Holmes open for a three ball. He missed it. Rebound, weak side. Overton just pulled it out of the sky.
Back-to-back defensive rebounds by Overton right off the bat.
Freeman on the wing, penetrates free throw line. Out to the top for Magwood. 20 in the shot clock for Auburn. Tigers look to add an 11-point lead. Magwood off the left side, Hall. Left corner, Freeman. Free ball in the air. It's good. Hit the iron, bounced straight up and fell through.
Elijah is, wow. He has really been offensively aggressive early in this game.
14-point Auburn lead, 26-12, 9.5 minutes to go in the first half of a play. Freeman with 11 for the Tigers. Down the lane, reverse layup, nicely played, and it's Mahovsky that puts it in.
They get dribble penetration that time, and he did a stride stop in the middle of the lane, and then he had a cutter going to the basket. That was a pretty play by Wofford.
Overton at the top of the circle. Kevin down the right side of the lane, pull up from 13. Good.
The Tigers are more impressive by being aggressive offensively, looking for their shot, putting the ball on the deck. That time, Overton got in 12 foot, rose up, knocked it down.
Auburn's made his last 4 field goals. The Tigers lead 28-14. Wofford ball between the rings, Vasco. Right wing three ball by Holmes. He missed it. Weak side rebound by Keyshawn Hall. Up the right sideline, across midcourt. Hall near the top of the circle. Kicks it left side, throws it out of bounds. Overton was breaking to the basket when Hall made the pass. And there was no one there except the Auburn faithful, the Auburn patrons, so to speak. Sebastian Williams-Adams back into the lineup for Auburn.
A little bit of miscommunication that time on the offensive transition, and I think we don't always have Keyshawn Hall handling the ball up the floor, and I'm not sure he was quite sure of himself on who he was going to throw the ball to.
Freeman already with 9 points tonight. That ties a season high for the Tigers. Vasco, right corner, drives, skip pass off the left side. Head fake at 3 there by Mahovsky. 12 to shoot for Wofford. Mahovsky, top of the circle. Drives off the right wing, backdoor pass for Holmes, and he put it in.
Elijah Freeman kind of got the ball watching that time, and his offensive man slipped behind him for an open layup.
Auburn ball, Magwood at the left side. Outside the arc, bounce pass Freeman. Elijah gets a screen from Jovic. Drives down the left side of the lane, up and in with the left hand.
Really not hesitation move right there. Really nice by Elijah Freeman. He made a mistake on the defensive end, became right back and made up for it on the offensive end.
That's a season high 11 now for Freeman. 7:42 in the first, Auburn up 30 to 16, and a steal on the low post by Elijah. Here's Auburn the other way. Magwood, top of the circle, steps into a three, buries it.
That's Auburn basketball right there, and what a defensive play by Elijah Freeman, making the steal, and Magwood pulled up full speed from a three-point line and buried it.
Biggest lead of the night for Auburn now, 16 points. Drive by Holmes to the floor, into the left corner. Now to the left wing, Holmes has it back. Hands the ball there, whistle, foul, Holmes fouled on the give and go from Sumter. Auburn called for the foul, and it takes us to a timeout break. Take on game day with the great taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Try and decide. Auburn 32, Wofford 16. Stay tuned, Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Tiger pride. When I'm carrying the Auburn University Regents Visa debit card or prepaid Regents Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Auburn here or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra War Eagle from the cashier too. Visit Regions.com/Go Tigers to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC, member FDIC.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit, but we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks, and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
You've created a comfortable home office. Now let Carrier provide the cash bonus. For a limited time, you can claim up to $1,550 in cool cash rebates on a qualified Carrier home comfort system. There's never been a better time to upgrade to year-round premium comfort and energy savings. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Back to Neville Arena for more Auburn basketball.
7-12 in the first, Auburn 32, Wofford 16. Your team is your most valuable asset, so ensure they're protected with the best workers' compensation insurance available. Ask your agent for an Alicom quote today. Along with Randall Dickey and Brad Law, I'm Andy Burcham. Welcome back to Neville Arena, where Auburn has hit its last 6 field goals. Auburn shooting 66.7% from the field, and Auburn 9 of 13 from 2 in this first half of play, Randall.
Really efficient. The Tigers' offense is really good. Still, I think the most impressive thing, the way a good team basketball, the way you can view how good offensively they are. We've got 8 assists on 12 made baskets and 12 of our 32 points inside the paint, which is really good.
Hey, this is an Auburn team that's averaging 14.5 assists per ball game, and I think that number will get better as the season goes along.
Their level of play, and a lot of that, Andy, has been created because of the intensity of their defensive pressure.
Left wing Sumter, 1 dribble, now 2. Maintains the right-hand dribble, drives on Sebastian, leans in against Sebastian, and kicks it out. Shot clock down to 3. Baseline left shot, it's missed and out of bounds off of Caden Magwood. And that'll give Wofford a 20-second shot clock. As Tahad Pettiford, who's 0 of 4 from the field, checks back in for Kevin Magwood, who got off to a good start for Auburn.
Baseline out of bounds by Wofford.
They throw it away. Blake Mashalik the other way for Auburn. Drives, hangs, shoots, missed it. He went down in the play, and here is Wofford the other way.
He attacked the basket strong and physical, may have got fouled.
Vasco blocked by Pettiford. Auburn the other way. Sebastian Williams-Adams out of bounds off of Wofford. Auburn basketball. 6:35 to go first half for Auburn. Tahad Pettiford, Blake Mashalik, Kevin Overton, Sebastian Williams-Adams, and Philip Jovic. The Auburn 5. Out of bounds baseline right for Auburn. Tigers up 32-16. Inbound Overton, Pettiford. At the top, it's Jovic. Phillip back to the top for Pettiford. Lost it, got it back. Shot clock at 18 for the Tigers. Tahad resets the offense. Picked up there by Watley. Shot clock at 11, gets a screen. Pettiford off the right side, goes down, tries to get it, and he kicked it. And they're going to give the ball to Wofford.
Yeah, Tahad is really kind of putting a little bit too much pressure on himself to try to create a play.
Elijah Freeman in, Blake Mashalik out for Auburn.
I think as time goes on, he'll relax his shoulders, play within the game, and let the shots come to him.
Bashir also into the lineup for Auburn, replacing Overton.
Yeah, I think Blake Mashalik had, I think he got his nose hit on that play he attacked the basket on.
Holmes against Pettiford, into the lane. Lost it. Watley then retrieves, drives, goes up, and he missed it. Rebound tapped out. Ball still loose. Jovic the other way with Pettiford. Head fake goes up, loses it. Ball still loose. It's still loose. Here's Auburn the other way. Bashir at the top. Right side Pettiford for 3. Missed it short. Rebound to the baseline for Holmes.
Well, it was kind of a fast and furious on the last 3 possessions.
And no score.
And nobody scored. Playing in the middle of the floor, but the kids are playing really hard right now. Both teams are really aggressive.
Off the right side, out to the top. Vasco working on Jovic. Into the lane. Down to the baseline. Off the weak side and a dunk by number 1 Brian Sumter.
Did a little bit of, anytime the guy goes and helps, you have to have what you call backside rotation for the defense. There's nobody there for the Tigers. That will not make Coach Pearl happy.
Auburn ball, left wing Bashir, down to the baseline left side to the hole, and he's pushed out of bounds by Holmes. That'll be his second foul. With 4:54 to go in the first half, and Auburn leading 32-18.
Abdul's a tad bit light, driving hard to the baseline, getting in underneath there with the trees. You might have to pick him up a couple of rocks and put in his pocket to kind of hold him down.
4:54 in the first. Tigers lead it 32-18. Inbound Sebastian Williams-Adams, free throw line. Leans in, scores down the right side.
That young man there has got a lot of power. Williams-Adams put it on the deck. They run the baseline out of bounds for him. Get it to the free throw line. 1 or 2 dribbles and he's at the rim.
His first bucket of the night. Tigers lead 34-18. Underneath, shot is up. It's good for Sterling.
The pick and roll that time for Wofford worked at the top of the key. They rolled the guy right into the basket. The guy made an outstanding pass.
Pettiford bounce pass Freeman. Outside the arc now drives, gets a lane to the basket and scores.
Elijah Freeman's got a lot of ability, can put it on the deck. He kind of made a hesitation move at the three-point line, and one bounce, he was at the rim.
13 points on 5 of 6 shooting tonight for Elijah Freeman. 36-20, Auburn on top. Drive Flynn out to the top, to the left corner. Watley working on Bashir there. Goes baseline, gets pinned. Fade away by Watley. Didn't get it, weak side rebound, Sebastian Williams. And a foul on the rebound. And I think they got Jovic.
I think it was Williams-Adams. He kind of nudged him a little bit. Maybe it was Jokic trying to get position on the defensive board.
First half tonight presented by Southern Union, conveniently located just a few miles from Auburn. Southern Union offers classes that easily transfer to the university. Endless opportunities are right up the road. 3:55 in the first, Auburn 36, Wofford 20. And this is the Auburn Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Ford F-150 Truck Highlight Show.
We saw an outstanding performance, Andy.
It wasn't just a performance, Gabe. F-150 sent a message.
I mean, come on. Towing, payload, technology. It's one highlight after another.
Gabe, it's always game on with a Ford F-150. For the latest offers on the official truck of the Auburn Tigers, see your local Ford dealer today. Whoa, Regal.
Looking for more than a degree? At Auburn's Harbert College of Business, we give you the competitive edge that sets you apart. Our programs combine classroom knowledge with practical experience, supported by mentors and career experts who align your education with your goals. It's a personalized approach that builds confidence and creates opportunities. Be ready to lead. Be ready to innovate. Harbert College of Business, inspiring business. Learn more at harbert.auburn.edu.
Live Sports Radio, bringing you inside Neville Arena for all the action of men's and women's basketball game day with no delay. Every dunk, block shot, and steal, plus all the analysis from our Hall of Fame coaches, all with no delay. $25 new or $10 to reprogram the one you already have. Also, use it for every broadcast of home baseball and softball games this spring, all with no delay. With Live Sports Radio, presented by Alpha Insurance.
Back at Neville Arena, Brad Law reminding you in 3 minutes and 55 seconds of game action, the Conecuh Sausage halftime report. A busy night involving in-state rivalry games. We'll update the Sunshine State Showdown plus the battle in the Bluegrass. Plus, we'll take a look around Auburn athletics with words from interim head football coach DJ Durkin and Auburn women's basketball coach Larry Vickers. All that and more coming up on the Conecuh Sausage halftime report. 3:55 to go in the first half. Auburn 36, Wofford 20. Back to Andy Burcham and Randall Dickey.
Wofford ball out of bounds after the foul on Jovic that took us to the timeout break. They'll trigger baseline right.
Tigers are still playing pretty well. 64% for the field goal percentage.
Mahovsky, the inbound to Sterling, right corner. Brings it to the wing, gets the ball to Rigsby on the wing. Drives into the lane. Kicks it left side. 3 ball in the air. Mahovsky. Almost an air ball. It was. To the delight of the jungle. Rigsby right wing. Shot clock at 5. Out to the top. Head fake at 3 by Vasco. Rigsby straight away 3. Nope. And a shot clock violation.
Good defense right there twice. 2 good possessions defensively by the Tigers. Only negatives, they didn't get the offensive rebound on the first shot.
3:34 in the first. Auburn 36. Wofford at 20. This lead the biggest of the half for Auburn. Pettiford, Hall, right wing Freeman. Elijah steps into a 3. It's short. And the rebound pulled in by Flynn for Wofford. 6'1" sophomore out of Marietta, Georgia. Flynn between the circles. Bounce pass Sterling outside the arc, left side. Into the lane. Goes up and he scores over.
They went over that play today in the scouting report. They run a pinch post series where the post man puts it on a deck and goes one-on-one. That time he went and laid it in on Emporium.
There is Tahad that misses. Rebound weak side. Hall goes up, missed it. Rebound tap up, no. Rebound Hall again. He's double teamed. Now they back off the double and he throws it out of bounds. Trying to set up Pettiford in the right corner. That'll be Auburn's 6th turnover of the half. Sebastian Williams-Adams is in. So is Overton as Bashir and Apurum sit down.
Tigers doing a good job keeping fresh bodies on the floor.
2:40 and counting in the first half. Auburn by 14 points. Bounce pass Sterling at the top. Picks up the dribble. Mahovsky inside the arc. Left wing 3 by Flynn. Air ball. And the rebound out of bounds to Auburn. Can you tell that was an air ball?
The jungle is certainly alive and well.
And it is.
They put a lot of pressure. They've sure made the reputation of Neville Arena nationwide.
Flynn out, Holmes in for Wofford. 2:23 in the first half. Auburn off the left side, Overton. Kevin lobs it out to the top, Sebastian Williams. Low post, Hall in a double team off the glass. And here is Wofford the other way. Rigsby on the left wing. To the sideline for Vasco. Caden near the corner. To the wing for Sterling. Sterling, 1 dribble, now 2. Hands the ball to Holmes. Steps outside the 3-point arc. Off the left side, top of the circle, Sterling. At the top, Mahovsky. Kicks it to the corner. 3 ball in the air, short. Rebound Freeman the other way with Hall on the break. Elijah drives through a double team, put it up, missed it. Hall, weak side rebound, put it in.
He seems to always be at the right place at the right time. The ball finds his hands, and he certainly knows what to do with it when he gets it around that basket.
13 apiece for Freeman and Hall. 38-22 Tigers. Holmes on the wing. Hands the ball there to Vasco. Bounce pass Sterling. Just inside the arc to Vasco. Kicks it left side. 3 ball, Mahovsky. No. Another air ball. And out of bounds off of Wofford.
Tigers are closing out this first half on a good note. Things have been really positive. Their defense has just been stellar. And
Wofford 2 of 13 from 3. And a number have been air balls.
They have applied the Tiger paws to that defense this first half.
1:12 in the first half. Auburn 38, Wofford 22. Off the curl, Overton down the lane. Ball stripped out of bounds off of Wofford. Auburn basketball with 17 to shoot.
Tigers have run that. They do a little flex cut on the baseline, and then the guy that sets a screen on the flex cut comes off a down screen. That time Overton curled hard, went to the basket, just didn't finish.
I think they're going to review to see if that ball went out of bounds instead off of Overton. I think they want to make sure that that ball doesn't go instead to Wofford.
Previous play was ruled Auburn basketball. Wofford has called a 30-second timeout to challenge the out-of-bounds call.
Clock is stopped with 1:05 to go in the first half with Auburn on top 38-22. 13 apiece for Elijah Freeman. His season high continues to grow. And Keyshawn Hall, 13 points and 7 rebounds for Hall, the senior from Cleveland, that's averaging 26.5 points and 11 boards this season.
Well, he's a stat-stuffing player, that's for sure. He's in all categories and really is just an impactful offensive player. He can just make his presence is amazing.
We're watching the replay as Hall drove to the basket. And it may have
After
been,
review, the ball went out of bounds off Auburn. It'll be Wofford ball. They will retain their timeout and a challenge.
So with 1:05 to go, Wofford gets the ball back, trailing Auburn by 16 points.
They had to be pretty sure. It happened right in front of their bench there. You have to be pretty sure when you lose that challenge the rest of the game if it's unsuccessful. But if it's successful, you retain that throughout the end of the game.
That was the successful and the right call.
Yes.
Auburn will press, three-quarter court.
Auburn put a lot of pressure on that basketball.
Inbound to Mahovsky, who has put up 3 air balls in this first half. Cross midcourt, Caden Vasco. Bounce pass Mahovsky. Right wing, drive by Holmes. Working on Overton. Kicks it left wing. 3-ball Rigsby. No. Long rebound though, pulled in by Wofford. Another 3. No. Rebound Pettiford had it. Now he starts the other way. Dodd across midcourt, behind the back dribble twice. Right wing Freeman. Low post Sebastian Williams-Adams. Back to the basket. Forces his way in. Goes up with the left hand. Scores!
He was a little slow on that one-on-one move, but he was for sure of himself when he laid that in with his offhand on a left-handed jump hook. Nice play.
Timeout. Wofford stops the clock with 17.3 seconds to go in the first half, and Auburn enjoying its largest lead of the half, 40-22, coming up in 17 minutes and 17.3 seconds of game action. Brad Law and the Conecuh Sausage halftime report, or as we call it in the biz, Conecuh Sausage halftime.
I don't think there's anything better.
Then Brad Law, Conecuh Sausage.
Conecuh Sausage,
There you
and
go.
I love Brad as well. I mean, he's really good when he's asleep.
Oh, well, that was very Sonny Smith-esque of you right there. The 35-time Hall of Famer would be thrilled right now.
Oh, just teasing you there, Brad. You're the best thing that ever came out of Piedmont, Alabama, that's for sure.
You've always been my favorite, Coach.
Rigsby will trigger down the right sideline. 17.3 seconds of the half. Still looking for an inbound. Gets the ball to Mahovsky. Left-hand dribble. Picked up by Overton between the rings. 10 on the game clock. Mahovsky still dribbling. Off the left wing. Down the lane. Out to the top. Free ball by Vasco. He didn't get it. And the first half comes to a close.
Outstanding defense that last possession by the Tigers. They were swarming all over the defensive end.
Auburn 16 of 28 from the field, 3 of 7 from 3. Wofford 10 of 31 from the field, just 2 of 16 from 3. At the break, Auburn 40, Wofford at 22. Time now for Conecuh Sausage halftime. And here is Brad Law.
All right, Andy, thank you. Yeah, Auburn forced Wofford to shoot more threes than it wanted to. Terriers are 8 of 15 inside the three-point line with some really good backdoor action, backdoor looks in the first half. So Auburn did a good job adjusting and pushing them out, forcing them to take threes. Tigers limited the Terriers just 1 of their last 9 from the floor to close out that first half. They didn't get a point in the last 3 minutes and 6 seconds of the first half. It is the Conecuh Sausage halftime report, and we start with a check of scores around the SEC and otherwise. And boy, what a good game has been going on in Gainesville. 10th ranked Florida battling Florida State. Sunshine Showdown. This has been nip and tuck throughout, but over the last 4 or 5 minutes, in fact, the last 5:04, Florida's gone on a 14-2 run to pull ahead and pull away. Gators now lead the Seminoles 66-57 as they look for their 5th straight win in that rivalry matchup. Still 7.5 minutes to go, but now the Gators are up 9. Meanwhile, in Louisville, the 12th-ranked Cardinals have started to pull away from number 9 Kentucky. They built a 15-point lead. Louisville is shooting a torrid 55% from the floor. Already they have 2 in double figures. led by Michael Brown Jr. He's got 16. Ron Conwell has 13. Louisville leads Kentucky 47-32. Cardinals playing in front of their home crowd and giving them a lot to get excited about. Still 4 minutes to go in the first half in that matchup. Elsewhere in the SEC, number 21, Arkansas leads Central Arkansas by just 7 near the end of the first half, 41-34 in Fayetteville. And Oklahoma at the half leads Arkansas Pine Bluff 42-31. Outside the SEC, in the top 25 tonight, it is number 4 Duke leading at Army 81-45. 8 minutes to go in that game. Number 6 Michigan and Wake Forest are tied in Ann Arbor 80 apiece. They have just gone to the end of regulation in that matchup. Wolverines, Demon Deacons all square at 80. They're headed to overtime. Remember, Auburn plays Michigan out in the Players Era Classic in Las Vegas Thanksgiving week. Number 18 North Carolina leads Radford 64-46. They have 12 minutes to go in Chapel Hill. Number 14 Illinois and number 11 Texas Tech are just underway in Champaign. No score to report there. Number 24 Wisconsin, the early lead over Ball State, 16-5. 5 minutes gone by in that game. And 25th ranked Kansas leading Texas A&M Corpus Christi 32-14. 2 minutes to go in the first half in Lawrence. Here at the half, our score, Auburn 40, Wofford 22. When we come back, we'll take a look around Auburn athletics here on the Conecuh Sausage Halftime Report. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Conecuh Sausage is a fan favorite for tailgating, always great on the grill, and it's the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Conecuh Sausage is made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true Southern flavor. Be sure to visit the Conecuh Gift Shop in Evergreen, Alabama, right off I-65 at exit 96. Enjoy a crowd-pleasing Conecuh sausage dog while watching the Tigers and make Conecuh part of your game day. Conecuh Sausage, since 1947, a real winner.
The Alabama Education Association is the member-driven voice of Alabama's education employees. AEA members are teachers, education support professionals, administrators, professors, future teachers, and education retirees. Joining the Alabama Education Association has never been easier. Use their new online membership for a fast, safe, and secure way to join today. Visit myaea.org to learn more.
Since 1992, Alicomp has been putting points on the board by providing championship-level workers' compensation insurance to Alabama-based businesses of all types and sizes. Alicomp has the right people in the right positions to produce the results to save you money and pays you a dividend. Your team is your most valuable asset, so make sure that they are protected. Ask your agent for an Alicomp quote today. Get the coverage you can count on with Alicomp. Don't just insure, be sure. It's the Alicomp way.
Auburn family, it's time to join the coolest club on the Plains. Aubie's Kids Club, presented by Chappie's. Memberships for the upcoming school year are on sale now. Your favorite Tigers Kids Club offers 2 membership options. They give you awesome gear like an Auburn t-shirt, a men's basketball SEC Champions medal sign, and more. Throughout the year, you can check in at Auburn Athletics events to receive points, earn prizes, and you'll also get invited to special events only available through Aubie's Kids Club. Head to auburntigers.com/kids club to sign up today. War Eagle!
Back inside Neville Arena, where Auburn leads Wofford 40-22. This is the Conecuh Sausage Halftime Report, and it's time now for a look around Auburn athletics. That's presented, as always, by Auburn Bank, champions of you. Auburn volleyball is gearing up for its final regular season home match right here tomorrow night against 4th-ranked Texas. First serve is 6 p.m. Central, and admission is free. Auburn football is idle Saturday, but the team is anything but idle this week. Interim head coach DJ Durkin after the Vanderbilt game.
My first reflection is, okay, what do I need to do differently or better by doing that? You're wearing 2 hats, and you know, we can't sacrifice one or the other. We got to be great at both of them. So I'm demanding greatness from every other coach and player in the program to do their job and do it at a high level, and I need to do the same. And if I have 2 jobs, I got to do them both that way. And so that'll be looked at and evaluated throughout this week.
Tigers are back on the field next Saturday afternoon at 1 p.m. Central against Mercer. Women's basketball is 3-0 after a 64-57 win last night over UNC Greensboro. Tigers made 9 first-half trays, built a lead, then held on for first-year Auburn coach Larry Vickers.
I thought we did a good job in the first 3 quarters of trying to have some defensive accountability on the ball. And in the fourth, when things get sticky, that's when we got to play our best man-to-man defense. And I don't think we did that, but we'll get better. They hit 10 threes today, so we want to defend the three-point line a lot better, but you can't lose the fourth by 9. It's just something we can't do, and, generally those have been periods that we won, but we got to just do a better job there.
Coaching moments after a win. You love that. Tigers back in action Thursday morning at 11 against Mississippi Valley State. It'll be Education Day here at Neville Arena. Over 3,000 local school children in attendance. And maybe if you're close by, you make your plans to be here as well. Auburn Equestrians scored a big win over second-ranked South Carolina Saturday. The 3rd straight win for Jessica Braswell's program. They are in action next against Georgia at home next Friday. Here are the men on top of Wofford, 40-22 at the half. Numbers from the first 20 minutes of basketball when the Conecuh Sausage halftime report continues in a moment.
Conecuh Sausage is a fan favorite for tailgating, always great on the grill, and it's the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Conecuh Sausage is made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true Southern flavor. Be sure to visit the Conecuh Gift Shop in Evergreen, Alabama, right off I-65 at exit 96. Enjoy a crowd-pleasing Conecuh Sausage dog while watching the Tigers and make Conecuh part of your game day. Conecuh Sausage, since 1947, a real winner.
At East Alabama Health, our team of employees and physicians is ranked among the best season after season. In the past year alone, Becker's has named us one of the top 150 places to work in healthcare. Newsweek has called us the best in-state hospital. And for the 2nd year in a row, Newsweek also named us as one of America's best maternity hospitals. But you know what makes us most proud at East Alabama Health? Is being an official partner of the Auburn Tigers. Join our winning team today at eastalabamahealth.org.
Looking for legendary wings, mouth-watering burgers, and unbeatable pizza for your next big event? Baumhauer's Catering is here to satisfy your cravings. From tailgates, birthdays, to office lunches and weddings, boost your event with delicious flavors of Baumhauer's Catering. We offer pickup or delivery, or choose our full-service catering that includes setup and staff. Don't have space for your big event? We can even host you in our dedicated party space. Baumhauer's Victory Grill Catering. Legendary flavors, zero hassle. War Eagle.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Down near the right corner for Hall. Hall picked up there by Holmes. Skip pass, drive to the hole. Freeman double hand dunk.
Back-to-back dunks by Jovics, and now Freeman. The Tigers look good offensively up to this point.
4-3 Auburn.
That was early, and Elijah Freeman's scoring did not stop. He had 13. He and Keyshawn Hall together had 26. So Hall and Freeman outscoring Wofford in the first 20 minutes of basketball. It's 40-22 here at the half. Let's get into your first half numbers now. Auburn shot 57% as a team, 16 of 28 in the first half. Tigers selective from long range. Only a quarter of their shots came from Treyland. Auburn knocked down 3 of 7, triple tries, and 5 of 5 at the free throw line. Wofford did not shoot a free throw. Terriers were only 10 of 31 overall for 32%, and just 2 of 16 from beyond the arc. That's good for 12.5%, so a decided shooting advantage for the Tigers. Auburn made 6 more buckets, even though the Tigers took 3 fewer than the Terriers in the first half. Another big advantage on the glass for Auburn. They came in with a plus 20 rebounding average over the first 2 games. Well, they got a plus 9 advantage at the half here tonight, 20-11. Auburn turned it over 8 times, but Wofford only managed 2 points off of those turnovers. Tigers took it away 7 times and have 7 points off of those turnovers. Second chance points, 4-0 Tigers. Fast break points, 5-0. So Wofford without a point on second chance buckets or fast breaks. Some of the individual numbers, Wofford led in scoring, by Rex Sterling. He had 6 in the first half. The leading rebounder, Luke Flynn, who has not scored but has pulled in 4 rebounds. For Auburn, Keyshawn Hall, 13 points on 4 of 6 shooting. Hall added 7 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal in the first half. Freeman with 13 points as well. Elijah also with 2 assists and 1 rebound. Tahad Pettiford has not scored, but he has 3 assists for the Tigers, plus a steal and a blocked shot in 11 minutes of action. Rounding out the scoring for Auburn, 4 points apiece for Sebastian Williams-Adams and Caden Magwood, and 2 points apiece for Filip Jovic and Kevin Overton. It all adds up to an 18-point Tiger advantage. Auburn just red hot from the floor and really good defensively in that first half. The Tigers held Wofford without a point for the final 3:06 of the first half. Terriers missed 8 of their last 9 shots and missed their last 6 shots in the first half. So pretty good defense after the challenge by Stephen Pearl to ratchet up the physicality defensively. They've shown well in that area through 20 minutes. We got your second half coming up next. Andy Burcham, Randall Dickey take you through it here at Neville Arena. Tigers up 40-22 over Wofford. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Summer's here and the open road is calling. RV Roadway answers the call with new and used RVs from the top brands you trust, all ready for your next adventure. With 2 Alabama locations in Opelika and Calera, RV Roadway is ready to help you hit the road in style. And if you need maintenance, their expert service center keeps you rolling smoothly all summer long. Start your journey at RVRoadway.com. RV Roadway, where we sell RVs for less.
This is Ray Hornsby at Affordable Comfort Cooling Systems and Plumbing. We believe our work is more than just AC and plumbing repairs. It is about serving people with integrity and care. As a Christian-owned company, we take Colossians 3:23 to heart. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for men. That's why at ACCS and Plumbing, we do the job right the first time and always stand behind our work. Honest service, faith-driven values. Give us a call today or visit accsauburn.com to learn more. That's accsauburn.com.
Alabama license number 12084.
Life moves fast. Shouldn't your checking account keep up? Meet Explore Checking from Max Credit Union. No monthly fees, no minimum balance requirement. Enjoy perks like access to your paycheck up to 2 days early, earning rewards that can be turned into cash each time you spend with your Max debit card. Plus, with 24/7 digital banking and an easy-to-use mobile app, managing your money is quick and effortless. Start exploring today at mymax.com/explore. Certain restrictions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
From the thrill of the game to your own peaceful retreat, all in one game day. The Residences at Arbor Lake in the heart of Auburn combines comfort, connection, and calm. A short drive from the stadium and AU campus, the Residences at Arbor Lake is a 35-acre escape with stocked fishing lake and private balcony for each unit in the 55-plus apartment community, locally owned and operated. Discover your quiet place. The Residences at Arbor Lake. War Eagle.
Both teams back on the floor getting ready for the second half of basketball. Auburn has led for 17 minutes and 53 seconds. The Tigers with 33 possessions. They're averaging 1.212 points per possession in this 18-point lead, 40-22. Tigers on top of the Terriers. First half stats are brought to you by SeatGeek. Auburn basketball fans, SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside action this season. Whether you're buying or selling basketball tickets, SeatGeek's the official ticket marketplace of Auburn basketball. Let's go Tigers, SeatGeek. We're going to turn the courtside camera around, put it back on Andy Burcham and Randall Dickey. Andy and Randall take it away for the second half.
Good first half of basketball for Auburn. I know the head coach wants to see his team execute better at the defensive end of the floor.
I was impressed with the Tigers. I thought the energy level, I thought their length was the first time that we've seen this year really made a difference. We played a little bit different type of lineup. We had longer, taller players on the wing, and I think it really affected Wofford. But the biggest thing is we're really efficient on the offensive end, shooting the ball at 57% overall, 42 from the three. We've been pretty selective. Our shot selection has been good, and we're 5 for 5 from the free throw line. But I think the Tigers have really playing a lot better. They're continuing to get better, and that's what we need to see early in this year.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. Underway in the second half. Pettiford, Sebastian Williams, Adams, Hall, Jovich, and Freeman, the Auburn five. Jovich at the top to Elijah Freeman. And the key off the right wing for Hall. Key puts it on the floor behind the back dribble, hands the ball there to Tahad Pettiford. Stop and pop three. Good!
That's what we need to see out of Tahad. He was in rhythm of the offense that time, came off of the DHO where it's a dribble handoff, wide open, good-looking shot by Tahad.
Fourth three of the year for Tahad Pettiford. Shot is up and missed. And here is Freeman the other way for Auburn. Elijah down the left side of the lane, loops out onto the left wing, now into the corner along the baseline. Picks up the dribble, lobs it out to the top for Tahad. Auburn's lead, its biggest of the night, 43-22. Jovich hands to Freeman, straight away three. Short. Rebound, Freeman follows it up to the basket, got it.
His length, he just went all the way around the guy on the offensive rebound, reached underneath it and laid it in. Really nice play by Elijah Freeman.
5-0 run to start the second half for Auburn. Tigers up 45-22. Sumter lobbed underneath. Auburn steps in front. That was Pettiford. The ball is deflected out to the wing, now to the top. Three ball in the air. It's good by Luke Flynn, his second of the year.
Tahad made an outstanding defensive play. Came over, sealed the play on the backside rotation of the defensive end, but we just didn't get lucky and get back to the guy.
Hall, ball stripped out of his hand by Holmes. Kamari the other way, lobs it to the low post. Shot is up and a block and a foul on Tahad Pettiford on Brian Sumter.
The first time we've seen the Tigers just absolutely just turn it over on the offensive end and let Wofford race out to an open layup. Tahad had to foul him to keep him from just giving up the easy two.
Brian Sumter at the line, freshman out of Columbia, South Carolina. South Carolina All-Stater. Good-looking athlete. 6'8" freshman, 185 pounds. First free throw off the back of the iron and away. A 3A state championship at Keenan High School.
Had a lot of success in high school. He's a nice-looking athlete. He develops out. He's going to be a good player.
Second free throw is good. It stops Auburn's 5-0 run. And the first point for Wofford since above the 3-minute mark of the first half. Auburn 45, Wofford 25. And he comes out to Sumter. And to Sterling, their leading scorer, back into the lineup. Pettiford, free throw line, down the lane, kicks it to the corner. Three ball, Hall, yes.
Outstanding assist by Tahad Pettiford. And Keyshawn Hall just continues to bury that corner three shot.
48-25 Tigers, 18 minutes to go in the second half of play. Holmes open into the lane and a foul, a push from behind by Philip Jovich on Rex Sterling. Second foul on Philip. $17:56 to go in the second half. 48-25 Auburn. Mahovsky will trigger baseline right for the Terriers. 20 on the shot clock. Looked into the corner to Sterling, lost it and got it back to the wing. Holmes on the wing, Mahovsky on the left wing, three ball by Vasco. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Jovich. The outlet to Pettiford. Auburn by 23 points. At the top, Tahad Pettiford, picked up by Kamari Holmes. Wants a screen, gets a little bit of a screen from Jovich and a foul away from the ball. I think this is going to go against Luke Flynn, and it's his second, or excuse me, it is his third of the game. And that will bring Brendan Rigsby in. Go ahead, Randall.
That's a tough assignment. Williams Adams had outstanding position on that low block. When Tahad saw that, he took that ball over that wing and
Hall to Pettiford, drives all the way to the hole, goes up, didn't get it. Tapped it up, and he scored.
Great second effort by Tahad. Pettiford right there. Missed his shot, but he tipped it right back in.
50-25 Auburn. Biggest lead of the night for the Tigers with 17:15 to go in the second half. Holmes to Sterling. Faces the basket. The Australian off the left side for Mahovsky. Picked up in the switch. There's a steal by Freeman. On a drive to the basket. Euro step goes up and draws the foul. And Elijah will go to the free throw line for 2 after the foul against Wofford.
Elijah's really played well tonight. He's really stretched it out in the transition offensive game. He is so long, he can really put the ball on the deck and cover some ground. He went from the midcourt line with about a dribble and a half to the basket. That's a long way to cover the ground with a guy his size, about 6'8".
South Atlantic Conference first team at Lincoln Memorial. His coach at Lincoln Memorial, Jeremiah Samparapis, is an assistant for this Wofford ball club.
He's been pretty efficient in 17 minutes. Only 6 for 9 from the field, 2 for 3 from the free throw line. Make your free throws. That'll help pad your stats a little bit.
Auburn's first miss of the night. He gets the second to fall.
Really pretty. He got a really nice stroke. Got a good wrist on him.
Auburn presses, steal. Had it, lost it. And here's Holmes the other way. Goes up, and it's blocked off the backboard and out of bounds by Emeka Purum.
That's what length will do for you in the game of basketball. Oporum is ultra long, and he chased that ball down from behind and blocked it right at the basket.
He is face guarding the inbound pass and knocked it back out of bounds. And a foul called against Sebastian Williams-Adams on the inbound.
That's one of the things the Tigers are doing better. They are more aggressive on any sideline or baseline out of bounds, trying to keep their man from catching the ball. That time, Sebastian Williams a little bit overzealous and fouled.
Mahovsky the inbound to Sterling on the wing right side. It's Holmes. Open 3 ball. Good.
Kind of snuck in right behind that screen that time. Neither Williams-Adams or Pettiford knew which one was going to take him one way and one the other, and he ended up shooting behind the screen.
Right wing 3. Good by Pettiford. It was inside the arc, just inside the arc. Tahad with 6 points, make that 7 points in the second half.
He looks more comfortable and more confident. A little bit more pep to his step on the offensive end.
Holmes on the wing against Sebastian Williams. Step back, head fake at 3. Goes the right wing for Rigsby. 10 to shoot. Rigsby in the lane. Head fake, goes up and under. It's blocked by Hall, who is fouled as he starts the other way by Holmes. And that's the 3rd foul on Kamari Holmes.
This is one game that the length of the Tigers have just made a big difference in the Wofford offense. Stretching their arms out, covering a lot of ground. That time Keyshawn Hall got a deflection, got the steal, and they ended up fouling him on the transition.
16 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists tonight for Keyshawn Hall. As we approach the 16-minute mark of the second half, Auburn leads 53-28. Pettiford leads for Hall. Head fake at 3, penetrates to the hole. Up, and it's blocked out of his hand from behind by Brendan Rigsby, and it takes us to our first media timeout. 15:58 in the second. Auburn 53, Wofford at 28. And Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
Nugget Bells, Nuggets all the way.
Hi, I'm Kylie.
I'm John.
And I'm Garrison.
And a little thing we love about the 30-count Chick-fil-A nuggets
is sharing them when we cut down the Christmas tree.
We will pack the car with gifts, and of course, we go and pick up our family's favorite nuggets.
Every nugget is tasty times quadrillion.
And we get all the sides.
Yeah, the ooey gooey mac and cheese is a big hit.
Share the nuggets, share the joy. Order the 30-count Chick-fil-A nuggets on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
So my mother is thinking of switching from Verizon to Pure Talk, but she's worried the deal sounds too good to be true. Michael, she said, how can those Pure Talk people offer me the same basic service as Verizon for so much less money? I said, Ma, go ask Google how much Verizon spends on advertising and promotions. A few seconds later, my mother said, oh my goodness, $12 billion a year? That must be a typo. I'll tell you what I told my mom. It's not a typo.
Verizon spends $12 billion a year on advertising and promotions, and their customers are paying for it. Well, Pure Talk doesn't spend that kind of money on commercials. Trust me, I would know. That's why they can offer you and my mother unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data on a crazy fast 5G network for just $25 a month. And if you're a business owner, you could really save a fortune. Dial pound 250, say the words Mike Rowe, and you'll get an additional 50% off your first month. That's pound 250 Mike Rowe. Pure Talk. Everything you need and nothing you don't.
Auburn basketball is brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Eat more chicken and War Eagle with Chick-fil-A.
Like the first half, a good start to the second half for Auburn from an offensive standpoint. The Tigers 5 of 8 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3, and 1 of 2 from the line. On the night, Auburn shooting 58.3% from the field, 5 of 10 from 3. That's good news. That's a step in the right direction.
Very good
for the Tigers.
Yes.
And 6 of 7 from the charity stripe tonight.
Well, I think that there's two things. Hall and Freeman are really carrying the Tigers. 16 points, 11 rebounds between the two. But the biggest thing is just the presence, the confidence level, the body language of Tahad Pettiford. So much more positive right now. He's playing within himself. He's a factor in the game. He's going to whittle his way back. That shows his maturity and the way he is. His maturation is really coming along.
53-29 Auburn. Tiger ball, 19 to shoot. Auburn flattens it out along the baseline. And Freeman will trigger baseline right for Auburn. Looked into the corner, lobs it out to the top for Hall. Into the right wing. 3 ball to Hod. Ooh, in and out.
Really?
Rebound to Hall. Goes back up, scores.
He just got a magnet for it as well tonight. Keyshawn Hall's all around it, but that was a really good shot by Tahad. They ran that baseline out of bounds play to get him the shot. He got it. It just didn't go down.
18 points and 9 rebounds now for Keyshawn Hall. 15:33 in the second half. Auburn leads 55-29. Flynn on the right wing to the baseline. Into the lane. Now lobs it to the low post. Now to the corner for Rigsby. He penetrates to the lane. Goes up and under, he missed it. Corum got the rebound and got fouled from behind.
Really good to see him battling there, physical. He was really taking up some space, pursued the rebound and went and got it. They just ended up tackling him. Really nice play by Emeka.
Sumter whistled for the foul. 15-18 in the second half, and Auburn leads 55-29, Auburn basketball. Todd Pettiford will bring it up the floor. He calls the play. Right-hand dribble on the wing for Elijah Freeman. Elijah behind the back dribble, the left hand to the top of the circle between the legs, down the left hand. Up to the basket, fouled on the play by Rigsby. And Freeman goes back to the stripe for a couple for Auburn, where Auburn is 6 of 7 tonight. Freeman has Auburn's only miss.
Really aggressive at the top of the key. Came off a ball screen. He kind of froze the defender, stayed at the top of the key for a couple of bounces, but the defender made a move, and he shouldn't have opened up a driving lane, and Elijah took it to the basket.
First free throw from Elijah is good. Find your piece of paradise on the Alabama Gulf Coast with Mindy Jones of Remax Paradise. Visit mindy@paradise.com. First free throw good by Freeman as Sterling checks out of the lineup, replaced by Chase Watley, so they lose a lot of size with Watley coming in. Second free throw from Elijah. Good.
Yeah, Wofford's not very big, and the length of the Tigers have really given them a lot of problems tonight.
Auburn presses the inbound to Chase Watley. Both of their point guards on the floor with Watley and Flynn. Watley left wing. Goes baseline to the basket, kicks it into the corner. 3 ball, air ball, rebounded by Auburn. Freeman ahead. Pettiford at the right wing. Hesitation move. Whips a pass out to the top. 3 ball, Overton. Yes.
Really nice assist, but Tahad Pettiford that time drove to the basket. He sucked the defense all the way on top of him. Found a Kevin Overton, and Kevin just buried it. That was a nice 3 by him.
7 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, and a drive to the basket. Nicely done by Chase Watley. Good for Wofford. By the way, 5 assists, 1 under Tahad Pettiford's career high of 6. That came against Ole Miss a year ago. Free ball, another one by Overton.
Go! Kevin Overton's come out offensively as well. They took him out of the starting lineup tonight. He came back in to prove himself. Certainly going to be in the mix for the Tigers this year.
Auburn now 7 of 13 from 3 tonight. Watley penetrates, loses it. Oporum with the steal. Leaves for Pettiford up the middle of the floor. Cross midcourt, top of the circle. Pettiford, left corner. Head fake. Drive by Hall. Out to the top for Overton. Left wing. Had the three, didn't take it. Shot clock at 17. Long three. Logo three, didn't get it. Rebound pulled in by Watley.
The roof may have came off the Neville Arena if he'd have made that one.
Watley at the right wing for Wofford in front of the Terrier bench. Top of the circle for Sumter. Between the rings, it's Vasco. Picks up the dribble near a double team. Left wing Flynn, baseline left. Brian Sumter, left corner Flynn, didn't get it. Rebound Sumter, he banked up, he missed it. Rebound to Purum, up the sideline for Hall. With Auburn in the corner, that's Freeman in the corner. Missed it short, the three. And here's Flynn ahead for Rigsby, right wing. Goes baseline. And a whistle, that's gonna be a block, I believe, on Overton. Be the first foul on Kevin, the junior from Oklahoma City.
Tigers look good. Offensive transition that time. Didn't get the basket, but they didn't get back in the defensive transition. Allowed the ball to get too deep and ended up fouling.
Out of bounds, baseline right. Wholesale changes for Auburn. Oporum, Hall, Pettiford, and Freeman out.
A pretty fast pace. Last segment was pretty high intensity and a lot of trips up and down the floor. Tigers had to go to their bench to get some fresh bodies on the floor.
Bashir, Jovic, Sway, and Magwood back on the floor for the Tigers. Right sideline, Maximo Ortega gets his first action of the night. Watley goes baseline and scores.
It's not going to make Coach Pearl very happy right there. They're going to always switch on a interchange on the perimeter. Sway ended up taking a point guard. He kind of got lit up that time one-on-one.
Three freshmen on the floor right now for Auburn. Magwood is one of those, two Overton. Bounce pass, Jovic. Backs his way into the lane, turns, goes up for the dunk, missed it, got it back. Head fake goes up and didn't get it, but he'll go to the line for a couple.
He was very persistent. What an effort by Jokic that time. Jovic is just really relentless at pursuing that basket.
Phillip played for KK Magabesket before coming to Auburn. Free throw by Phillip is good.
He's got a nice stroke on him as well. Young player's going to be really good in time. More trips they make up and down the floor. But they don't have much time with the way the schedule is shaping up in the future of the Tigers.
Buddy, it picks up Sunday.
Yes, we'll be
number 1 Houston in Birmingham at 2. We're on the air 11 or at 1:30.
It's a great opportunity to really play your best ball of the year right there.
Phillip missed the second free throw. Rebounded by Vasco. Near the right wing. Gets a screen, brings it to the top, to the right wing, and that's going to be a walk on Kamari. Excuse me, not on Kamari. How about Nils Mahovsky? 12-11 to go. Tigers up 64-33. Auburn has averaged 95 a game in its first 2. Closing out the 3-game homestand here tonight. Magwood, bounce pass, Sebastian Williams. To Magwood between the circles. Now to Bashir. Curls inside the free throw line from 14, switch.
He looked a lot more comfortable that time. Abdul came around that screen, put it on the deck, got in the heart of the defense and pulled up for the short jumper, and he looked good doing it.
Holmes on the wing, gets a screen inside the arc, right side. Down the lane, head fake. Jovic goes down and Holmes scores, and Jovic is hurt. He's reaching down at his right ankle.
Looks like he might have rolled it over or stepped on someone as he was defending that time.
He wants to get up. Clark Pearson has come on the floor, so Phillip will have to come off. He walks off a little ginger.
Yeah, I think he's
on
okay.
That right ankle.
It's a long way from his heart to hurt him too bad.
Timeout on the floor. Hope to get an update on Phillip Jovic when we come back. On to Victory, proud to be the official events experiences company of the Auburn Tigers. Experience Auburn like never before through On to Victory. See upcoming events and sponsorship opportunities at ontovictory.com. 11:40 in the second half. Auburn 66, Wofford 35, and this is the Auburn Sports Network.
The Whataburger Buffalo Ranch Chicken Strip Sandwich is back, and it's still bigger and better than any chicken sandwich out there. More chicken strips, more Monterey Jack cheese smothered in buffalo and ranch, all on a 5-inch bun. There's so much crispy, cheesy, saucy goodness, you may find yourself speechless when someone asks what's your favorite part. Not because you can't find the words, just because it's hard to talk when your mouth's full with this much deliciousness. The Buffalo Ranch Chicken Strip Sandwich is back for a limited time. What a burger.
Here's a clip from a recent Talking Tigers podcast with Andy Burcham.
New York Times bestselling author Ace Atkins.
And you know, that is my job. And I think it's a hard thing to explain to people is, you know, what do you do? And they think that it's kind of an easygoing job where, you know, when the muse hits me, I, you know, dash out some things in a journal and I freeform and all that kind of stuff. But it does go back a lot to my background with athletics, is showing up, putting the work in, doing the best you can every day. One thing I learned from Terry Bowden, which is 100%, and then get off the field and leave it. But get on there quickly, get the job done, get off the field. And so that's kind of what I think about every day with writing.
New episodes of the Talking Tigers podcast are released Mondays wherever you listen to podcasts. Subscribe to the Talking Tigers podcast exclusively from the Auburn Sports Network.
Back at Neville Arena, just a resounding ovation for Brett Edens, Auburn Sports Network sideline reporter half the time for Auburn football, our celebrity in tonight. Let's check the Yellowwood scoreboard. Florida holds off Florida State, 5th straight win for the Gators over the Seminoles, 78-76 in Gainesville, and Louisville maintains a double-digit lead over Kentucky, 66-54, with 16 minutes to go in Louisville. That's the Yellowwood scoreboard. Andy Burcham, back to you.
11:40 to go here. Auburn 66, Wofford 35. Magwood across midcourt, right-hand dribble, switches to the left. Top of the circle, Sebastian Williams-Adams. Back to Magwood, off the left side, outside the arc. Left wing Overton, 3 ball, short. Rebound to Purim, had it, lost it. Ball deflected and out of bounds off of Emeka. As this good tenacity, trying to stay with that one by Emeka Purim.
He really had a relentless effort on, sacrificed his body, dove on the ground. You're talking about a long, lanky, covering a lot of ground with his length, diving at that floor, but great hustle.
He's a tall drink of water, an old TDOW.
That's pretty good right there.
11-18, second half, Auburn 66, Wofford 35. Holmes drives and Magwood got him on the drive. Oh, we don't need this game to slow down now.
It's one thing Wofford's done pretty good, even though they're way behind right now. They've done a good job after out-of-bounds plays.
3 ball in the corner, missed by Wofford, rebounded Sebastian Williams-Adams. To Magwood, races forward for the Tigers. Down the right side, to the baseline, to the basket, into the corner, Overton. Now to Bashir, left wing 3, short. And the rebound pulled in by Wofford. On the wing, Mahovsky. Baseline pass. Head fake shot is up. It's missed by Ortega, but he was fouled on the shot.
Wofford kind of slipped in behind the defense that time.
Done that a couple times tonight, Randall.
They do a good job backdooring. They are undersized team, so they play really fast and wide on the offensive end. And what they try to do is get you pressuring them, and then they sneak in there behind you. But they have a hard time finishing at the basket because of their size. They hardly can get rim level to finish it out. But they can draw some fouls, as you just saw.
Ortega made the first free throw after the foul by Purim. 10:45 to go second half. Auburn 66, Wofford 36. And Ortega knocks home both. Freshman out of Weston, Florida, Pembroke Pines Charter. Magwood across midcourt, right-hand dribble. To the right wing, backs his man in, gets it to the top, lobs it down the right side of the lane to Sebastian Williams-Adams, who's fouled by Chase Watley. Out of bounds. Nope. Free throws for Auburn. 1 in bonus for Sebastian Williams. Sporting the pink Nikes tonight.
Yeah, he's quite colorful, isn't he?
First free throw, he missed it. Oporum got the rebound, goes back up and scores.
Really good offensive rebound off of a free throw. Just used his length, reached over the top of the guy, pulled it in, spun around and laid it in. Nice offensive split back by Oporum.
Auburn's led by as many as 33 tonight. There's a steal after a block. Auburn the other way. Bashir. Corner. Free ball. Magwood in and out. Rebound. Oporum had it, lost it. Lost it again out of bounds off of Wofford. Out of bounds, baseline left for the Tigers. 10:08 to go, second half. Auburn 68, Wofford 37. Auburn will trigger, baseline left. Overton will trigger for Auburn. Inbound, Sebastian Williams-Adams, free throw line down the right side of the lane. Off the glass and good.
They really like that out of bounds play where they can isolate Williams-Adams at the elbow, let him put it on the deck, and he's so strong and using his body, he can really finish at the basket.
70-37 Tigers, 6 on the night for Sebastian Williams-Adams. Drive by Watley, poked away by Magwood. Ball still loose, and we'll get a reach in on Magwood going after that loose ball.
He kind of made a deflection off the dribble that time, and he felt like he had the guy pinned. He kept pursuing it, and he ended up fouling the guy.
At the line, Chase Watley, freshman out of Minneapolis, where he played on 3 straight state championships for Totino Grace High School. Makes the first free throw.
It's highly decorated out of high school, having an opportunity to play in the state tournament is one, but to win 3 in a row is something special.
He knocks home both free throws. The lefty out of Minneapolis. 70-39 Auburn, 9:42 and counting in the second half. Magwood, left hash, brings it between the circles, kicks it right wing for Overton. Kevin, 3-ball, right wing, nope. Weak side rebound pulled in by Sumter.
Kevin's been more aggressive offensively tonight, shot the ball a little bit aggressively, and that he's done a good job. He just happened to miss that one shot.
Ortega on the wing to the base, or to the lane. He puts it up, he scores. Magwood, Sebastian Williams-Adams, Bashir, Oporum, and Overton, the Auburn 5. Magwood down the left side of the lane. Step back, 18-footer, it's good.
Magwood's really got a nice little jumper. He's got a good wrist on him. He got in there about 12, 14 feet. Just kind of a nice little fall away. Looked really good.
Right wing 3-ball in the air by Ortega. He knocks it home.
That's going to override that shot. That time we had a miscommunication on the switch.
And a timeout on the floor with 8:46 to go in the second half. With each Tigers 3-pointer, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services makes a $25 donation. That's a $25 donation to Outlive, which benefits local cancer patients and treatment centers. By the way, Outlive t-shirts are now available at Neville Arena. Stay tuned, friends. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey Auburn fans, if you're a nursing mother, wounded veteran, special needs family, or caring for an elderly loved one, Snazzy is here to support you. This season, snag free parking passes for select families at Jordan-Hare Stadium. Plus, Snazzy gives away a VIP package every home game. Nominate someone in these groups at snazzy.org. Everything Snazzy does is thanks to Carrier, the inventors of modern air conditioning. Head to snazzy.org now to learn more and apply. Snazzy, accessibility for all.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit, but we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks and evening entertainment, We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
Defensive statistics are presented by Cook's Pest Control. Cook's is the South's most trusted name in pest control and the official pest control partner of the Auburn Tigers.
Let's start with rebounds. The Tigers have out-rebounded Wofford tonight 36-19. That has been a constant tonight for the Tigers. Just 10 turnovers for Wofford, only 9 for Auburn, but the Tigers only have one of those in the second half of play. Auburn still shooting 54% for the game, while Wofford down to 35% shooting. Into the game for Auburn, Keyshawn Hall, Tahad Pettiford, Philip Jovich, Blake Michalek.
Yeah, after that last defensive series, I think Coach Pearl wanted to make a change, get the guys that will really concentrate on defending.
Elijah Freeman also in the Auburn 5 out there. Hall, left wing Freeman, low post Jovich. Jovich spins to the basket and he gets fouled by Watley. Second foul on Chase. And that will send Phillip to the line to shoot 2.
Philip Jovich is a very deceiving post-up player. Has an ultra-quick spin move on that block. And he seems to get to the free throw line a lot on that because his defender is not ready for that.
First free throw from Phillip is good. 4 points on the night for the freshman from Bosnia-Herzegovina. Second free throw good.
Yeah, that's a good stat. 5 points, 5 rebounds, 16 minutes with 8 minutes left in the game.
Auburn 11 of 14 from the free throw line tonight, lead by 30. 74-44. Drive to the baseline. Reverse layup missed. Rebound Ortega goes back up and scores.
It's one of the few times the Tigers did not box out and get the defensive rebound. They let Wofford get the offensive stick back that time.
9 for Maximo Ortega, all in the second half. Michalek, Hall, right wing Freeman. Hall at the top, around the perimeter, Jovich. Leaves for Pettiford. Shot clock at 13, Tahad. Step back 3, it was blocked. And here is Sumter the other way, and then he's tackled by Tahad near the basket. Let's see if that's going to be an intentional foul.
I don't think so. I think he was reaching for the ball. I just think it's a little bit of a frustration foul on Tahad's part.
Brian Sumter will shoot free throws when we come back. 7:48 in the second. Auburn 74, Wofford 46, and this is the Auburn Sports Network.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Tiger pride. When I'm carrying the Auburn University Regents Visa debit card or prepaid Regents Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Auburn gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra War Eagle from the cashier too. Visit Regents.com/Go Tigers to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC, member FDIC.
At East Alabama Health, our team of employees and physicians is ranked among the best season after season. In the past year alone, Becker's has named us one of the top 150 places to work in healthcare. Newsweek has called us the best in-state hospital. And for the second year in a row, Newsweek also named us as one of America's best maternity hospitals. But you know what makes us most proud at East Alabama Health? Is being an official partner of the Auburn Tigers. Join our winning team today at eastalabamahealth.org.
Auburn family, it's time to join the coolest club on the plains, Aubie's Kids Club, presented by Chappie's. Memberships for the upcoming school year are on sale now. Your favorite Tigers Kids Club offers 2 membership options that give you awesome gear like an Auburn t-shirt, a men's basketball SEC Champions medal sign, and more. Throughout the year, you can check in at Auburn Athletics events to receive points, earn prizes, and you'll also get invited to special events only available through Aubie's Kids Club. Head to auburntigers.com/Kids Club to sign up today. War Eagle.
Brad Law back at Neville Arena as we check the Yellowwood scoreboard. In college basketball tonight, 3 ranked versus ranked matchups including one involving an SEC team. But 12th-ranked Louisville is cleaning number 9 Kentucky's clock. 76-58. Still 12.5 minutes to go. Cardinals putting on an offensive show. Second ranked versus ranked. Number 14 Illinois leads 11th ranked Texas Tech 43-32. They're near the end of the first half in Champaign-Urbana. And in about 30 minutes, it will be number 23 Creighton playing at 19th ranked Gonzaga in Spokane. That's a Yellowwood scoreboard update. Andy Burcham, back to you.
Brian Sumter at the line for 2. He blocked Pettiford's shot, and Pettiford found him at the other end. And the first free throw is good for the freshman out of Columbia, South Carolina. At 21 points, 11 rebounds against Milwaukee. 8 of 9 from the field in that game. Second free throw good as well.
I think Wofford's done a good job on recruiting him. He's going to be a nice player as time goes on, especially in the Southern Conference.
Pettiford to the left wing for Freeman. Low post, Hall double team, dribbles out of that double team, whips a pass for Jovic to the basket with a reverse is good.
Really nice play. I thought Keyshawn Hall handled that double team very well. He found Jovic on the block, and that spin move again right to the basket.
Auburn up 76-48. Sumter on the wing, top of the circle now for Ortega. Picked up by Pettiford. Left wing for Watley. Penetrates, drives, gets bumped and fouled.
It's tough. That straight line drive's not going to make those coaches happy on the defensive end. They want the defender to really contain the basketball. Sometimes you can be over aggressive. Open up a lane, whether it's driving right or driving left, and offensive players today are so good, they're going to take advantage of that.
Michalek whistle for the foul. First free throw is missed by Watley. Oh, this is a gooey prize. He misses this again. And get ready to head to Baumhauer's for gooey prize. Gooey prize, gooey prize. You'll hear the reaction. Oh, man. Sheer disappointment. 7:07. Still time, though. Auburn up 76-49. Jovic at the top. Pettiford, right side of the circle. Into the corner. Freeman had the three, didn't take it. Now drives to the lane. Head fake off the glass, good.
Really nice play that time. He took the ball from the deep corner, drove hard to the middle of the paint, was patient. The guy flew right by him, and he just laid it in. Nice job.
First 20-point game of Elijah Freeman's career. Drive to the hole by Watley. Missed it. May have been blocked by Elijah. Rebounded by Hall the other way for the Tigers. Keyshawn, ball deflected to the wing, and here's Wofford the other way. To the hole, a shot is up, and it's good by Watley. Watley with 9 points all in the second half. 78-51 Tigers. Pettiford between the circles, left wing. Freeman, head fake, drives. Free throw line. 18-footer, nope. Right wing Pettiford. He'll pop a three. Nope. Got his own rebound. Inside the arc to the basket. All the way to the hole, lays it in.
Really nice offensive rebound there, but Tahad and just kind of weaved his way, snaked his way through the paint and laid it in.
By the way, Hall is 4 assists away from a triple-double right now. 18 points, 10 rebounds, and he steals it. He drives to the hole, jams it.
Coast to coast off a steal by Keyshawn Hall. Up and away.
15th career double-double for Keyshawn Hall, and a timeout whistled by Wofford. 5:40 in the second half of play. It's a 30, so we'll keep it here. 82-51 Auburn. 5:40 to go in the second half. A look at the shooting percentages tonight. Auburn 55.2%, 53% in the second half. Wofford 36.5% on the night, 42.9 in the second half. Wofford's been helped by Ortega and Watley in the second half. They're scoring.
They've got 3 guys on the brink of getting double figures, but the Tigers just are too long right at the basket. We've given up a couple of easy baskets late that's not made the coaches very happy. But I just think they're just continuing to stress defense. But Keyshawn Hall is an unbelievable stat stuffer. He scores in multiple ways. And tonight he's made some steals, got in transition, made a couple of layups, but he's also made guys better around him with 6 assists.
Hall, 20 points or more in the first 3 games. First time that's happened in an Auburn uniform since KT Harrell in 2014. Drive, Watley against Jovic, tied up, steal by Overton. Ahead, Pettiford to Hod, to the basket. Jump step, didn't get it. Wanted a foul, nothing called. Auburn or Wofford the other way, Watley. He goes up and he scores. He walked and got away with it.
Defensive transition that time. Kind of begging for the foul on one end, not getting up and getting back on the other is not going to make the coaches happy. They want a complete
Steven
game.
wasn't happy with it. There wasn't a foul called when Pettiford drove. He pops from 17, didn't get it. Rebound by Rigsby. To Watley up the floor for the Terriers. At the left wing, picked up by Hall there. Picked up now by Jovic in a switch to Ortega. Right wing pass, drive to the baseline, pull up jumper, it's no good. Rebounded by Hall. Tigers up 82-53. Hall, left sideline, Freeman, left corner, Overton 3, good.
Nice 3-point. Tigers did a good job moving the ball around. Hall to Freeman to Overton, and Overton was wide open and buried the 3.
11 points on the night for Kevin Overton, 3 threes in the second half. 85-53 Auburn, 4:11 to go second half. Drive into the lane, off the left wing. They get the ball to Richard there. Drive to the hole, it's up, it's good by Rigsby.
Giving up the thing the coaches are upset right now. We're giving up baskets right at the hole.
Right corner 3, Overton, didn't get it. Rebound tap, kept alive by Freeman. Head fake up, nobody's fouled. He'll go to the line for a couple.
Nice offensive rebound by Elijah Freeman, and a stick back, he gets fouled.
And we have our final media timeout. Auburn basketball brought to you by Auburn Opelika Tourism. Start your next visit to the Plains at aotourism.com. 3:51 to go. Auburn 85, Wofford 55. Stay tuned, friends. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward. So listen close. You put up with a lot, but you always hold it down for your people. You are strong. You are fearless. You are the baddest on the block. You are an elbow grease factory, a force of nature. You are not to be reckoned with. You are a ride or die, a powerhouse of productivity. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. You've earned every last drop of this rich golden lager, so raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Welcome back to You Did a Thing, the only game show that rewards tiny victories with the new Frosted Berry Whataburger from Whataburger. Today's contestant is being challenged to spell his niece's name. He's writing to Haley on the gift, and he spelled it with an E-I-G-H. That's correct. You've earned a new Frosted Berry Whataburger with blueberry bursties, topped with sweet cold whip. Also enjoy prickly pear raspberry for a limited time.
On the court, a perfect assist sets up success. That's what the Ford F-150 truck can do for you. Whether you're up against a deadline or taking some time to unwind, F-150 delivers the power, capability, and reliability you need to make every play. From the worksite to the campsite, it's game on in the Ford F-150. This is Andy Bertram. For great offers on the official truck of the Auburn Tigers, see your local Ford dealer today. Whoa, Rico.
Keep it here after the game for the Regions Bank postgame show with final stats and analysis, plus comments from Coach Pearl. Now back to the game.
3:51 to go. Auburn 85, Wofford 55. Keyshawn Hall's back-to-back 20-point double-double. First time that's happened in an Auburn uniform since Janai Broom did it 4 straight games last year at the Maui Invitational and then again at Duke.
Well, he certainly has been a force to reckon with. He's been balanced. The thing that's been impressive to me tonight is not only has he scored and got 20 points, but he's dished out 6 assists and made other guys better. He's really a force. Certainly best player on the floor.
He is on the bench right now as Freeman shoots his first free throw and gets the kind roll. 21-point night for Elijah Freeman, a career high. For the sophomore from Palm Beach, Florida, Wellington High School. Second free throw, missed it. And the rebound pulled in by Luke Flynn. Flynn between the circles to the right wing, top of the circle. Ortega lobs it, top of the key now for Callum Richard. To Flynn on the wing. Penetrates to the basket, shoots and misses, rebounds Sebastian Williams. Across midcourt, Kevin Overton. Near the Auburn bench at the left sideline, gets a screen from Jovic. Drives free throw line to the hole, lobs it in there, off the glass.
Really nice hesitation move, showed it an experience right there. Picked this spot to drive, just hesitated. He saw the seam open up and he just blasted right through it and laid it in.
88-55 Tigers. Jaden Tyler into the ball game for the first time. Drives to the free throw line, passes underneath for Richard. Richard up, and he got it to fall. 2:46 and counting to go in this one. 88-57 Tigers. Magwood left wing. And it's knocked out of his hand, but it comes to Overton. Right back to Magwood, penetrates inside the arc, right wing. Freeman, head fake at three, drives into the lane. Turns, shoots, didn't get it. Rebound Jovic, one dribble, two. Leans in, no, blocked out of bounds by Rigsby. Phillip thought they got the arm.
Well, you always feel like you get fouled when you miss a shot, you know, especially when you're close to the basket, but there's a lot of traffic in there. Kudos to him on his effort, though. Just pursuit has got his...
Freeman out with 21 points on the night. Mashalik replaces him.
Got his sixth rebound on that effort play.
Inbound Overton, right wing Magwood, at the top Jovic to Magwood. 9 to shoot for Auburn. Right wing, Mashalik three, in and out. Rebound, and out of bounds off of Wofford. Auburn will keep it.
That's a really good looking shot by Blake. Mashalik had a nice opportunity for a three-point shot. It just didn't go down.
Out of bounds, inbound to Overton. Kevin between the legs dribble. Pull up jumper with the left hand, didn't get it. Tap up and in by Sebastian Williams Adams.
Gives him a nice little rebound on that. He is a guy that's always around rim level.
8 and 3 tonight for Sebastian Williams Adams. 8 points, 3 rebounds. Callum Richard, right wing, down the lane. There's a steal. Sebastian Williams Adams the other way. To the wing, to the top for Overton. Low post, Jovic, head fake. Goes up, block, foul. He'll go to the line for 2. Stops the clock with 1:38 to go.
Phillip really has a knack, a lot like Keyshawn Hall, is drawing fouls, getting to the free throw line. He makes those free throws as the time goes on. That'll really be a weapon for him in his game going into Southeastern Conference play.
Jovic at the line for 2. Emeka Apurum. Reed Trapp about to come in for Auburn after this first free throw by Jovic. He missed it. That'll bring Bashir into the game along with Trapp. Apurum will come in if Phillip misses it or makes his second free throw. Overton, Sebastian Williams Adams out. 3 in double figures, 21 for Freeman, 20 for Hall, 13 for Overton on the night. Jovic's second free throw, and he missed both. Rebound or steal by Mashalik. 1:33 to go. Bashir, open three. No, short. And the rebound to Callum Richard. Grayson Collins, a former team manager, to the top for Maximo Ortega. Left wing, Jaden Tyler. 3 ball by Tyler. Good. His first basket of his career out of Homewood Flossmoor High School in Chicago.
He had Blake Mashalik draped all over him and still made the shot.
Magwood, straightaway 3. Bang!
Really got a good looking jump shot off that ball screen. I think we're going to really enjoy watching as he develops and grows.
50 seconds to go in this one, 93-60 Auburn. Shot is up, it's missed. Richard rebounds and puts it in. Game clock, shot clock about 15 seconds apart. Magwood, another long three, didn't get it. Rebound, Trapp had it, lost it, ball loose, Trapp runs it down. Reed out to the top for Magwood. 15 on the shot clock for Auburn. Magwood gets screened. Left side, drives in the lane. Out to the top for Michalek. Michalek drives, and he lost it out of bounds. Jovic will come out. Apurum will come in. And Wofford will get it for the final 13.8 seconds in this one. 93-62 Auburn. Tyler across midcourt, right-hand dribble. Long three, Jaden Tyler missed it. Rebound Michalek to Apurum, and this one comes to a close. Auburn led for all but about 2 minutes of this one tonight. Tigers 93, Wofford 62. Stay tuned, the Regents Bank postgame show is next. And this is the Auburn Sports Network.
Yellowwood knows that a five-star backyard is the place to